gonna fly. I'm gonna get the. Okay, so this is the order I'm thinking of doing it in, right? Because this is gonna be the fastest. So I'm gonna get the probe. I'm gonna get the sensor, and then I'm gonna fly to the Thargoid base system. Get the link, and then in that same system, I'm going to get a Cyclops, Basilisk, and Medusa tissue sample, hopefully without dying, and then I'm going to fly to the Thargoid ruins.
So, what do you need the samples for?
The samples, the Guardian ruins have like a code where you have to have, basically you have to have 1 to 2 items mixed in your SRB's inventory when you scan it. And depending on what combination they are, if it's the right one that's displayed on the Guardian thing, it'll give you a piece of lore. So it's unique for, there are, I believe, 132, and each single obelisk gives you a different one, which means I have to then fly to literally every obelisk. Luckily, all of them have been found, and I have a big spreadsheet. So, like, the spreadsheet literally just has which location they're at and what their code is, and there's a map. Oh,
sweet. Did
it really just give it to me instantly? That's a high-grade emissions. I'm going in there.
Might as well.
So what are you guys up to?
Looks like Cups is hunting for Thargoid probes, and I'm...
Hey look, we're in Dynamics Composites. I'm not mad. Oh, that's landing gear.
Have you guys seen military installations before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with those?
I don't know, I'm pretty sure.
Like, I dropped out of there, I've seen a whole bunch of material floating around them, right? Like some white ones, but I wanted and I got attacked instantly by Federal Navy ships.
No, core Dynamics Composites is spawn out here. You know, I'm a little less angry that I have to do this now.
Controller, but I'm not carrying any limpets.
Holy shit, really? Hey, Orgy, you know when you play a game, and then you can tell by someone's name that you're just like so fucking screwed?
13TH, hype 10 defender repaired.
My roommate keeps getting people like that in his League of Legends games. So, what my endgame goal is, Orgy, is, for my stream, is I'm going to try and make it so, like, visually it actually looks pretty neat, but I'm also going to have, like, a lot of stream information on it. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from Nakan, you know, like how his stream looks.
Oh yeah,
I think Nakan's stream looks really fucking cool.
It looks cool, but it's almost too busy now, like he's done too much.
Well, I'm going to do the helmet overlay, basically, and then inside, like, the heads-up display sort of visual thing is where all the stream overlays and stuff are going to be. Yeah. So it's going to have, like, the 13th Legion crest, it's going to have my name, my rank, all that stuff. It's going to have, like, the Pandora thing. I'm thinking about getting a visualizer for it, maybe. And then...
Just be aware of all that class CPU usage. That was the thing I found, because I was doing all that stuff, and then I'm like,
it costs you what?
CPU usage. So, like, yeah, you gotta rein it in if you want to run, like, 10 things, and then, yeah, you can run them, but it'll look like garbage, the frame rate all drops, you know, some of them crash, and then everything breaks, and it's like, oh my god. Believe me.
Well, maybe...
I found less is more.
Well, I think the stream looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, you're getting to a good spot. I would obviously add some transparency on some of the stuff, and the same thing. I've struggled with, like, where to put the name and where to put the info, and I've basically got it down to the top and bottom bars as streamlined as possible, basically now.
That's probably good.
It seems to be. I mean, a lot of streamers go with it, and then others are putting, like, flashy stuff on. You can kind of tell who's new by how, like, cluttered and flashy it is.
Well, because I don't want to obstruct too much of the game, but I also want it to have a little bit of flavor.
Oh yeah, and I think it should. Like, yours should probably be a little more flavorful than mine. I used to have all kinds of shit. Remember my Hollow Me and stuff I had
Oh,
up
yeah.
and all that crazy shit? But that would always crash too, right? And then my webcam broke, so I haven't been using it. I might bring that back, actually, but, you know.
How did it break? What happened? How did you break your webcam, Orgy?
It's old. It was, it fell off the monitor a few times, and then the last time it did, I plugged it back in, and it wasn't really working anymore.
It just disintegrated into dust. I see. I just think that that's, like, actually kind of amusing. I gave my webcam to my sister, but the thing's kind of a piece of shit anyways. So, she wanted to do, like, Let's Plays, and I don't know if she's actually gone and done it yet. So, you know, I showed her how to set up, like, OBS and get it to record different games and, like, how to troubleshoot it and do all sorts of fucking annoying shit to make it work, and it just sort of, you know, she hasn't done it yet, but that's okay.
I mean, I do play SNES games on emulator from time to time. I could probably stream that too.
I'm sure that, like, streaming an emulator would actually be kind of interesting. Maybe you could stream, like, old obscure shit that no one's played. But you'd need, like, a following to do that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I should probably close Facebook, huh? Just, like, badunging on my stream.
Don't forget to delete your account first.
I'm gonna need to. Trump bans video games. I can't let him know I'm playing anything.
If he banned video games, then I think a lot of people would be showing up at the White House with their guns.
You have visited
It's like, you could ban a lot of things, but not video games. That ain't gonna fly.
And I mean, there's already a rating system in place, like he was discussing about inventing, so, you know, good job, you did it.
There are 3 planetary stations in this system.
I mean,
You are now
I think that it would be kind of good if that rating system was enforced better, but whatever. I'm not gonna get political.
That's the thing, like, they were showing the stats, it's basically 95% enforced now. It's not like the past where people would just sell games to anyone. Now it's like alcohol, basically.
Ah.
Like,
Well, because you can actually get in trouble.
Easier to get a gun than a video game in the States.
A video game with guns in it.
I was gonna say, if they start regulating games with guns in it, that would be interesting, because does, like, a laser gun count as a gun, or is it just firearms, right?
I don't think that that's good, because I'm not a big supporter of, like, you know, compromising artistic license just for censorship.
No kidding. I mean, this happened in the 80s. Every X-Men cartoon has, like, laser guns instead of pistols, right?
Yeah. Well, that stuff
Although,
happens
that's
on
kinda
television even today. Like, it's very rare that you see, like, a regular handgun on television. In, like, in a cartoon anyways.
And you don't even see the villain smoking anymore.
Yeah, and it's not like, you remember, like, fucking Looney Tunes? Where it's like Tom and Jerry, like how fucking violent that show was? It was like, Tom would regularly, like, fucking get shot with a shotgun. And it's like, you know, it's very obviously a shotgun.
What about The Simpsons?
Oh yeah, and The Simpsons.
Itchy and Scratchy parodied it now, and that seems like tame by today's comparisons, though. It's like, yeah, it's not even that violent. Like, have you seen Happy Tree Friends?
Happy Tree Friends is some fucked up shit. It's amazing.
Yeah, but, like, it's obviously not for kids. If a kid watched that, he'd be, like, mentally traumatized.
I remember when it first came out.
Probably not, though. Today's kids seen everything. Yeah, I remember when it first came out, too. They're all funny except for that one where he's hanging by his eyeball. Ugh. That one just got me. I was like, oh, man. Oh, it's so brutal.
Oh my god, come on. I hate probes, dude. Probes suck. Orgy, are you going and killing goids? What are you doing?
I was doing that yesterday. That's where I'm coming back from. I'm just landing at Alcazar's? Yeah, Alcazar's. I'm grabbing a different ship.
I think if I, like, keep getting sidetracked and, like, fighting goids, I'm not gonna get done what I need to get done.
What I need to do is apparently not kill the big Thargoids, but kill the little probes on the ground. I didn't realize.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because that's what drops the parts for the caustic missiles.
Oh, the little scavengers? Yeah, they drop the parts for the caustic missiles. You don't get those from the big Thargoids.
Well, you can, but it's a way slower spawn rate, so fuck that shit.
I think you can get them from Marauders.
Yeah, that must be
like,
where I got them from, because I do have some. Got like 3 out of 30, but still going.
I bet killing Marauders is like pretty easy if you have like turreted AX multis or some shit.
So I ran into some more of those Marauders. That's fun.
Those were a nice change of pace.
Honestly, they might be my favorite NPC to fight now. You can fight them with normal weapons. You don't need the anti-Thargoid stuff.
Dude, can you really?
Well, my normal multi-cannons, the Enforcer cannons were working on them. I don't know if they just weren't regenerating fast enough, or if that actually hurts them, but it seems to.
That's kind of interesting, though. I didn't think that would actually work on them.
I would try the mining beams. I bet the mining beams work really good on those things. That's from
that would be a nice touch. Yeah, that'd be a nice touch for the original war. Because those are the original Thargoids, right? We just fought Marauders in the old games.
That's my understanding based on their size and shape. I would say that's what they're supposed to be, yeah. Which means the murder flowers might not even be Thargoids, or they might be those new Thargoids, right? The other species.
Yeah.
Whatever they are, they're new.
Yeah, the murder flowers. Well, when I actually go and get all this lore, apparently the Guardians know quite a bit about the Thargoids as well, but you need to do irritating shit.
I saw some spoilers.
So,
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of going into it dry, and I think a lot of the people in here are also, so I think it would be pretty cool if I, like, got all this information in my report, and, like, you know. I'm gonna actually make it, like, a scientific, like, you know, like a scientific journal, too. Like, gonna have citations and shit and everything.
Okay, you can submit to Canon that way.
Fuck that. I'm gonna cite Canon, but I'm not gonna submit it to Canon. I'll put it on Reddit.
Site that's to getting taken down next year?
Yeah.
See, the trick is to find what's going to be the next Reddit now and start migrating and taking over the elite subreddit version of the subreddit, I guess. Yeah. I call it a subdig.
MySpace is coming back.
MySpace is not coming back. MySpace is dead forever.
AOL Messenger.
AOL Messenger, there you go. That's the new Reddit.
Honestly, it's probably just Discord, to be fully honest. Like, it seems like it's Discord.
Yeah.
Price changes obtained. Reminder,
and I'm
you
okay
have a
with that, I guess, but, you know,
not carrying any links.
Discord's a mess if you want to try and find something that someone posted earlier in the day.
There's
no, there's a voting system, but it doesn't, there needs to be, like, a way to view the top voted things in Cantina based on how many emojis they got on them.
If that happens, then I think Discord will be pretty good.
Yeah, like search by emoji upvotes. That's what it needs. Because I would just like, you know, let's see all the onion heads.
We can search by Flavor Town.
Exactly. Let's see all the Flavor Town posts. Because we know this post got the most Flavor Towns. Yes, I think that there can be things done that would be glorious.
What makes you say that Reddit is gonna get shut down next year?
Because it was involved in like a lot of the Russian political shit that happened with that happened in America.
And people are looking for alternatives to Reddit and Facebook now, and it's just like, yeah. Discord? Skype?
Skype, boys.
I mean, Skype's been improving, and another Microsoft product, like, that's the thing. Microsoft's always in third place, but when number 1 and 2 go to jail, third place is number 1.
Yeah, man.
They always make their comeback.
And then they're gonna be like, joke's on you, you have to have Windows 10 and Orgy's over here doing the Darth Vader, no? You gonna go sue Microsoft for not letting you have Windows 7?
I mean, I'll just get in the class action, I guess. It's probably gonna be one. A lot of businesses don't want to have to pay to upgrade, even though it's free. It's. I don't think
Oh
businesses
no,
get it
there are
free.
a lot of people that are fucking ass mad about it.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. Just because I don't
Signal
use Windows
sources
10,
are supposed to
and
spawn here.
yet I'm forced to fix
Here, let's
Windows
try
10's
reinstancing
issues,
it.
and it has many. That's the thing. I've never paid for Windows 10, and it plagues me on a daily basis.
It's like Ree.
It's like when you own an Xbox and then like a new God of War game comes out. Doesn't directly hurt you, but you feel it
In your soul, because you can't play it.
in your demon souls.
God of War was really good back in the day.
And Dark Souls was a PS exclusive for a while too.
Yeah.
I was an Xbox 360 guy, that's why. But then the
I was
PS3
360
exclusives were
guy
not
as
that
well. But then like the Xbox One blew ass. But I was out of the console thing by the time that happened.
good. Yeah, I briefly
Dark
dipped
Souls
in.
3, I couldn't pass the first boss.
Well, it's like
Yeah, it's really hard.
with the with Xbox, what happened is they decided to like take Halo behind the shed and execute it. And so I'm like, well, why would I get an Xbox now?
Yeah, Halo was literally the thing that got me to get a 360, Halo 3. And then
Oh yeah, dude.
they killed it after that, and it's like, okay, Gears of War. And then they shot Gears of War in the back too.
Yeah, it was Halo and then it was Gears, and I'm just like, fuck, dude. Maybe that's what I should do. I bet you could find. Wait, the Gears games are on PC, right?
The newest ones.
Yeah.
The Windows 10 thing again.
Yeah. Oh wait, isn't there like the Gears of War like anniversary thing that has like 1, 2, and 3?
Is there? I know they did that with Halo. I want 1, 2, and 3 Halo on PC, please.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I'll give you all the money.
Yeah, I would be down for Halo 2 and 3 on PC. Like,
Thing
fucking
is,
do that now.
Xbox One emulators are coming. Give it another 2-3 years, and I will be playing that on my PC.
Yeah, well, like, I really liked Gears of War 1 through 3, and then I don't even know what the fuck 4 was. Hi, Bilbo.
Hello.
You could say the same about Halo. I liked Halo 1 through 3.
I
don't
liked
know what the
Halo
fuck
1 through
4
3.
was.
I also liked Reach, and then what the fuck was 4?
Yeah, Reach was acceptable, but 4, what the fuck?
Reach had some good bits in it. I really liked the way that Reach ended. Like, I thought the last stand at the end of Reach was pretty cool.
Dude, you just keep
know.
fighting, and then you can actually win.
Can you?
I think you can. I don't know. I never
I'm pretty
did.
sure that you can. I'm pretty sure it's actually like infinite waves of enemies. Like you'll literally fight for like, cause I was pretty proud that I managed to make a 30-minute last stand on Legendary, but it just
Yeah.
got to the point where I was just totally just bone dry on ammo and everything. Now it like came down to like fighting hand to hand, and eventually I just died.
I don't know what you're talking about, but Halo was after my time in first-person shooters, largely.
Well, Halo 1 through 3 and arguably 4 and arguably ODST were quite good. And then what the fuck was 4?
I played Halo once on, I think, Xbox versus my ex's little brother, and I rocked him, and I was like, try Counter-Strike sometime, bro.
Lol.
That's kind of how I was when I first played Halo 1, but then Halo 2, holy fuck, the multiplayer of that was even ahead of PC on its thing. It was
for the
basically
time,
like
Halo 2
Battlefield.
Halo 2 multiplayer at the time it was out was literally like bar none, just the best thing. There was nothing better than Halo 2
Well,
multiplayer.
there
when
was
it was like,
Battlefield 2, but it was clunky when you got in vehicles, you just teleported and stuff. I mean, even the modern
yeah, no,
Battlefield's like that.
Battlefield 2 was alright, but like it was no Halo 2. Like Battlefield 2 was fun, but it wasn't Halo 2.
Wasn't there a Quake, some new Quake out at the same time?
Yeah, Quake 3 came around the same time and it just like kind of sucked, I think. It was edgy Quake, or rather, well, I mean all of Quake is edgy, but that Quake was like kind of...
It didn't have a story, it was just multiplayer focused, but it did introduce the railgun, which, I mean, every game uses now, right?
Also known as Quake 3 the Railgun, not Quake 3 Arena, Quake 3 the Railgun.
Exactly. The one with you're above the planet with the 2 bases and it's railgun
Yeah,
headshot time.
I really
What's the
liked
gym?
In my opinion, one of the better of the later period, like maybe around early Halo and stuff like that games, was Unreal 2 expanded multiplayer, which then PlanetSide bit off of entirely.
Oh, yeah. Unreal 2 was fun as
Yeah.
hell.
PlanetSide apparently they fucked up super hard. Apparently PlanetSide 2 is just ultra pay to win right now.
Yeah.
But there's still like minor communities like kind of hanging on to that game.
There's
I
hope
just
that
remember
PlanetSide
when that
2
came out.
13th gold number.
Oh, go on.
You have a size 4 SRP.
I'm hopeful of Planet 3.
It was
PlanetSide 3
SRP's
would
carried
be like
starter
under
loadout.
new management,
It is
maybe,
one rebuild
and
remaining.
a game instead of just a
It
pay
was
to win.
SRP's
The idea is
carried
really
with
good.
starter
Yeah.
loadouts. It
Did
is
anybody
one
here play
rebuild
Tribes?
remaining.
I thought Tribes was dope.
I
I think I played
the
it a couple
remake.
times.
Like if you played Tribes, you know you played Tribes because it's the one
Yeah.
with all the fucking skiing.
Well, I played Tribes Ascend, which it's
Yeah.
the new one. I can ski
played-
though, yes.
I played old Tribes, but I like Tribes Ascend more until it became shit.
Yeah, they wrecked it. I played it until they wrecked it, and then I was like, okay,
Fuck
whatever.
that dev is just like really bad. Relic? Like Relic is really bad about that.
They've had restructuring within their ranks. Like the original team is basically not there anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they did the Dawn of War games. Those were really good. They did Company of Heroes. Those are really good. Like,
Yeah, all those guys have moved on to different projects though. Like
yeah, I know.
that's not the same guys working there. Maybe there's like one or two programmers that stay the whole time, but they're not in
Well, you
control
can
of it.
tell because like Dawn of War 3 was like, what the fuck is this?
Even Dawn of War 2 was kind of crap. It's all about Dawn of War 1 even still today. Like it's the only one I play.
I remember how fucking cool Winter Assault was when I was younger. Like Dawn of War Winter Assault was like the best thing ever, dude.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm playing. Is that with mods? It just mods in all
Yeah.
the races, and then it adds in double the draw distance, double the zoom out functionality, so you can zoom out on the whole thing, and then it adds
Yeah, and
Titans
then all the different factions and Titans. Nice.
and every unit
I
that's
just
in
remember
the board game basically.
I just remembered really liking the story
Salary of
mode because it like
50,000
mixed the sort of
credits
like
claimed.
super cheesy like edgelord grit of Warhammer, and then also you had that fucking war boss that was like a pirate. He was hilarious.
I was gonna say everything should be super serious except for the orcs. The orcs should always
yeah.
be
For
ridiculous.
nearly 2 million credits.
Oh
have
yeah,
now
no,
been
like
redeemed.
one of my friends is like a super fucking Warhammer guru, and they hate orcs because orcs are like kind of, oh well, they're like not as, they make the setting like less intense, and I'm like, you realize that Warhammer needs a little bit of memes, right? Like it desperately needs a little bit of frosting, and that's exactly what the orcs are, is they're frosting.
Yeah. Also, the orcs' power is that they break reality, so of course they're gonna be ridiculous, right?
Oh yeah, they're great.
Full control re-established.
Apparently, in Dawn of War 2, I think one of the story mode campaigns for, I think, Soulstorm, you play as that same war boss, but he's not as good.
That's what they need. You know that first-person shooter Gears of War Warhammer game
Yeah.
that came out. They need that, but you play as an orc war boss, and then it's like you pick up a broken chainsword and start shooting guys with it.
That'd be pretty dope. I really liked, I actually thought Space Marine was pretty fun for like the 4 hours that I played it, because that's how long it
Yeah,
was.
it's a sequel. That's why I'm saying you should get to be an orc in the sequel.
Yeah. Just call it Orc,
Yeah.
and then like, you know, be an orc. I want to be a fucking orc. That'd
Same
be
with
dang.
the Mordor games.
Play World of Warcraft.
They need a
No,
orc
it's not the
protagonist.
same. It's not the same kind of
I
orc,
know, I'm
dude.
teasing you.
I'm like, it's fucking.
I
but
did
it's
play World
wrong.
of Warcraft.
It's wrong,
All
Bilbo.
my teammates were orcs.
Just play World of Warcraft. You got it. You got it. You don't need any more.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah, I was a troll.
Basically.
It's like a troll race in the game, or you trolled people. Yes.
Do both.
Lights.
All of the above.
Option B. Exactly. Option B.
Yes.
Swing faster, troll harder.
So, Cups, where do I find the Thargoid ground base that's near Maya?
Near Maya, only one of them is active, and it's a little ways away from Maya.
Okay, coordinates me up.
1 second.
Sweet.
Okay. Oh, it's you ready?
Hang on.
Do you want me to just copy paste it to you?
I was gonna say, yeah, if you could do that, that'd be super awesome.
Yeah, because I have quartz like literally right in front
Because
of
it's
me.
gonna be like Pleiades D-725 sector
Yeah.
653 lowercase d.
No, it's not. It's a hip system, so it's not that.
059er.
It's like no,
Here.
lowercase d, not uppercase.
I really like the
Because,
way
you know,
that this is formatted on this site.
The uppercase puts you somewhere
easy to
on
read.
the other side of the galaxy. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, those are coordinates. Yes, I like that.
Yeah, that's quartz. Something else you can do is when you go into that system, there will be an anomalous like reading signal source. If you drop in there, there's a blown up Corvette with a black box, and if you scoop the black box, it will put a marker up that you can select when you jump into Super Cruise that shows the structure. So if you don't want to use ED, or if you don't want to use Pathfinder, you can do that. Well, that's my landing gear. Whoops.
I think I brought a scanner this time. Let's see. Yes, I did.
Enter
Sweet.
Super Cruise.
It's not very hard to find the structure because you can actually like see it from, you know, a megameter up.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know, it's a big fucking circle.
That's the thing. I've been finding these Guardian runes without a scanner, so I think I've got this.
The Guardian runes are actually pretty fucking hard to spot, especially if it's dark.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, okay, I just had it on my scanner a second ago, and then I detargeted it, and I'm like, where is it? Can't see it. I think I was 11
I was having
kilometers away.
serious problems finding the fucking orb, like the Guardian orb. There was a point where I was actually flying around in my fucking fighter looking for it, because I'm like, I can't find it on the ground. I'm just like zooming around in my fighter with the
I should
headlights
show you
on,
this
just
video.
like scanning for
You'll
it.
love this one. I was driving up, and then the Guardian orb is rolling towards me when I approach the base. And I'm like, should I pick that up?
It's like, Orgy, take me with you.
Well, that's what we use as a soccer ball, right?
Telemetry
No, I know.
obtained. 13th.
It's like,
Gold number is
Rambo
heading
needs to
the
tell me where
firing
these fucking
sector
things
J
are, because I know that he knows, because he gets them in soccer balls.
-D1-21 system. You are
I think that's
leaving
funny, it's like
Empire
advanced
Space.
Guardian
This is
technology
your
with no
first
discernible
visit to this
purpose. Oh, it's a
system.
soccer ball now.
This system is unpopulated.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's why they just opened fire on us right away.
It's 'cause
Because
they're like,
Rambo kicks their shit around.
Yeah, well, I was doing it too.
That's a sack of alien babies.
Connor 13. Gold number refuel.
Yeah, they were delicious.
Connor
What am I
13.
stuck
They
on?
bounce really
Stop
nicely.
eating our young.
But they're so delicious.
It's like, we promise we won't eat anymore. You're doing it right now.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's not our fault they bounce so well.
Exactly.
Perfectly
Ancient orbs
round.
turn out to be Thargoid eggs. Start hatching little Thargoids.
I kind of am curious to see, well, like, I wonder if, like, the Thargoids are just in biomechanical ships, or if they have, like, different biomechanical forms.
Jumping progress.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Or like
the small
Gold number
marauders
is in transit
seem to be a
the
creature
below
rather
22
than
sector
a ship.
XZ-PC5-5
I don't think there's a
system.
Thargoid in there.
This is your first visit to this
Which is
system.
interesting.
Murder
Humans
flowers seem
have
to
yet
be,
to
though.
colonize this
They've got
system.
land, right?
I don't know. That's the thing, is that I remember when they first showed up, one of the reasons I got a lot of notoriety is because I was the only person that managed to get a scan on the damn thing.
Connor
And, like,
13.
there are a
Gold
bunch of
number
systems that,
refuel.
like, my ship kind of recognized. Like, it discerned the
Connor 13.
Thargoid's
Gold
little
number
pew-pew thing as a
refuel.
pulse laser,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
forth. But, like, the ship couldn't really make a lot of sense of it. Like, just looking at it, it's like, I think this is a pulse laser.
I mean, it's kind of the same way if you try to target stuff now. It just doesn't come up. Unless you have the Thargoid scan.
Well, yeah, but, like, I mean, this is
Jumping
before the Thargoid
progress.
scanner was even
13th.
implemented,
Gold
so...
number is en route to
Like,
the
I was able to scan the
14909
vessel,
system. This is
which
your first
normally I
visit to
couldn't
this
do,
system.
but I
I
got
watched your
different...
video way
This
too many
system
times.
Yeah.
For making that intro. I only ended up using like a little, like maybe 30-second clip of your video, but I watched like the whole thing repeatedly to try and find
Yeah.
what part to use.
Comet
Same with the other
I,
one, the VR
Gold
one.
number fully refueled.
Yeah, I watched, I fucking, like, ran my brain over that video when I was making the recruitment trailer. That never ended up getting posted, that maybe I should finish one day.
Yeah, Jay was talking about making a recruitment thing about all his 1v1 kills. I was thinking that too, like a montage of all his 1v1 victories would be pretty awesome. He's good. Must have a lot by now, right?
Just put it to drop it. That's what we need to do. That's where all the memes would be.
Anomalous signal. I wonder what that could be.
That's the blown up Corvette with the black box.
And it's on that same planet?
The base, yeah. So you drop in on anomalous signal, and then if you scoop the black box, it'll show you where the base is when you go into Super Cruise again.
That's like the data that's on the black box.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is
Oh,
interesting.
what the hell? I can't land on this planet. Cannot.
No, you don't. It's not on the planet. It's not on the planet.
Looks like I could. I was all happy.
Yeah, the black box is it's in space, like floating next to a Corvette that's covered in like caustic goo. You know, Thargoid jism.
Caustic goo.
How come the unknown probes have to fight me so much? Why do they have to be like this, Orgy?
Got a probe at you.
Yeah,
Probe's
I
got
know.
a probe.
I'm just like, what? But why? Just up here.
How else are they gonna get in the booty hole?
Up here, goddammit.
There you go, Cups. Check that one out when you got a sec.
I like your golden SRV.
Left
Yeah,
Super
shiny.
Cruise close to planet hip 149091.
Have you know John Deere?
Mine's like white and orange. I have John Deere though. I have. the
Have
skin
you
for
know
it.
John Deere, Orgy?
I think I do. I didn't have it on it.
You know, I could. I really think that the SRVs must be manufactured by Space John Deere.
They probably are.
Yeah, I was making that meme one time, but I never finished it. I have like the John Deere logo and a green SRV ready to go. I just don't know what happened. I guess I like went to bed that night.
Just forgot. The meme died.
I think it was too hard to put text on an SRV at the time. It'd be probably a lot easier now.
Just put yellow accents on it, you'll be fine.
Yeah, well that and they have like a green and yellow skin I could probably use, and also there's decals that you can place, so like I could just use one of those spots and put it there instead, make it look authentic.
There you go.
Okay, so I got the black box. What the hell am I supposed to do now?
You just jump to Super Cruise and it should show you it. If it hasn't, it's being a piece of shit. And if it hasn't, you can just use like Pathfinder and go to the coordinates, because you don't need the black box to find the structure. It's just easier.
Mass lock by a Corvette. What wizardry is this?
Frameshift drive charging.
It's blown up, so it's heavier, obviously.
Yeah, how much does the caustic goo weigh?
3.
Enough to mass lock your cutter.
Jump to Super Cruise.
Is it just me, or does the Leap play much better at this time of night?
It's
Yeah.
just you, goddammit.
Less
No,
people
it's
on.
probably server lag. It's probably actually twofold. It's probably server lag on your part and on like less load on the elite servers too. I mean, if you have cable or anything rather than DSL.
Maybe it's
Yeah, I don't
because
know. I got
people are
disconnected
awake
just
on
now.
campus, too.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's less stress on the internet as a whole, probably.
Well, yeah, I mean, like if you have like anything with a dynamic
Scan of
dynamic
body
IP,
completed.
basically.
Hip
You're going
149091
to
is
have
a
less
medium
load
gravity
on your-
tidally locked high
on your,
metal
lines
content body
there.
that is unsuitable for landing. This planet shows signs of
Signal
volcanism
source?
with high numbers
Signal
of
source?
active silicate vapor
You
geysers.
fucking cocksucker.
I am very tempted that when they finally release bonded connections to go for like a 2 GB internet connection.
Oh yes, pharmaceutical
What's that?
isolators.
Times
Oh, wow.
5 or times 3?
Always have to exclaim when I
many did you get?
4.
4's good.
Ooh.
The other day I was looking for them. I got 1, and then a bunch of what are they? The phase alloys or something.
Oh.
I was like, damn it.
I don't mind getting phased
Yeah,
always,
you got-
honestly.
You got
Who is Rick Disgrin?
I don't know. Who is that?
I don't know. They're on my friends list. I feel like it's somebody who changed their name.
I wish it told you when they did that.
I've never seen that name before in my life.
What was the name?
I don't know what it was. It's Rick Disgrin now. RICTUSGRIN.
Decoded emissions need to stop existing.
yeah.
I'm like, why am I fucking out here? There's just decoded emissions happening.
All over your face.
Always.
Oh,
give
I'm
me
in
one
a
non-human threat
Federation
to-
outbreak right
One.
now. So I'm hoping I'll get some CDC too.
Well, I don't have Rick Disgrin, and I have like everyone. Hey, Zergnal just went offline.
Yep.
I saw him online, but I don't know. I don't know who Rick Disgrin is. It'd be funny if it's my clone and he changed his name.
Just to avoid you. Just to
Yeah.
avoid all the memes.
Well, he was
I'll
actually
check to see if
talking
he's
to me,
still on
and
your
I
list.
Oh, well, I'll have to check that, I guess. But he was actually talking to me, like he messaged me after he accepted my friend's request, and then like I told him like randomly, I was just like, "I love you, son," and he stopped responding altogether.
I love you, son.
FDev gave him a free name request and blocked you from ever communicating him again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you guys will never instance again.
He's now only allowed to play in solo.
Now he's
Basically.
David Braben Jr. And David Braben's all like, "Don't talk to me or my son ever again."
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Well, the funny thing is like I've kind of like been able to keep up with what ships he's in because people have continuously mistaken him for me,
Scan of body
and they're like, "Hey, I saw you flying around in a Sidey the other day," and I'm like, "What?"
149,093 is a medium gravity tidal electric.
And then, like, a
Oh,
couple-
it must have been other Bilbo
This
Teabaggins.
planet shows
Yeah, exactly.
signs of volcanism,
And then
with
like
high numbers of
a
active
couple of weeks
water
ago in
geysers.
GCI, somebody tagged me and they were like, "Hey, why'd you run when I was shooting at your vet?" And I was like, "I don't have a vet."
That was like likely story.
This poor guy's getting bullied because of you.
Well, I actually told him, I was like, "Sorry if I've gotten you killed."
I wonder if he's a Fed.
That would be pretty funny.
It's the
He's Bizarro
imposter
Bilbo.
Bilbo.
His face is all angular.
Come on. Fucker. They appear to spawn more if I actually, like, orbit this planet.
Yeah, they if you and also select the planet. There's going to be some kind of interaction between the planet and emission.
Interesting. So if I lock the planet as a destination?
Yep.
Scan
Okay, let's try
completed.
that.
Yeah, in fact, if you fly it like around an Earth-like
is a
world, you get like
low-gravity
so
tidally
many
locked rocky body that is
course, you
suitable
almost
for
can't keep up
landing.
with.
This planet
Problem
shows
is, it's like
signs
so
of
many different times
volcanism
that
with active iron magma flows.
Fine.
It has a rotational
You're picking up, like, all the
period of
traffic reports of the
0.98
entire fucking
days.
planet.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get one fucking probe. That's all I need is one. One probe.
You know, I can't see Jet's hole and not think of Nine Inch Nails. I don't know why.
Because
is
you're
that?
Bilbo and that's just the way you roll, dude.
Is that a song?
A
Well,
distress.
no, like head like a hole. It just makes me
Oh.
think of.
Okay, I didn't make.
It's more about the phonetic of it, I suppose.
Yeah. Get it now though.
Now it'll forever be stuck in your head too.
Yeah, exactly. That song is your worm.
So did you just say fuck it tonight, Billy? And like, I'll do it tomorrow? Okay.
I still greatly prefer thinking that it's the Billy that was in the 13th that you talk to all the time.
I know, right?
He just
Funny.
lives with you now and puts up with your abuse.
Near planet Kip
I'm not that abusive, Billy.
149,092.
I'm just joking.
I love Billy. He's amazing.
No, we're talking about the other Billy.
No, I know. We're talking
But they're
about
one and the
Pussy
same.
Destroyer.
Hillary.
Yep. I bet your
The
Billy
final
thinks he's a
Targaryen.
pussy destroyer too.
My Billy is more of a Pussy Destroyer than Haloring will ever be. Haloring is a Pussy Constructor compared to Billy's Pussy Destruction powers.
A pussy constructor, wow.
He's the Death Star of pussies, dude. You don't understand.
So, this is my
Just
second high
thousands of
grade.
pussies were cried out in anguish and were suddenly silenced. That's Billy.
My second high grade mission in a double star system.
So,
Hey,
Where,
can I have your luck
can't even get
instead?
Base.
Can you get no signal sources and I get all of them?
yeah, I went to a single star system with 8 billion inhabitants in Outbreak, and it still took me 4 hours to get like 36 of those things.
That's ridiculous. 8 billion fucking inhabitants.
All with the fucking space flu.
What do you call a pandemic that is multiplanetary?
Space
I don't even-
herpes.
I don't even think we have a name for that.
Space herpes.
I believe they call that the swarm.
The swarm. Yeah.
I like space
Oh, what do
herpes.
you call that? The fucking Zerg? Okay, good to know.
If you guys need pharma, you should come out here.
I don't need pharma, I need an unknown probe.
I don't need more, but how are you getting it?
Come to Mari, A-R-I.
Okay, well I'm at the Thargoid base first. I gotta kill a whole bunch of these, and then I will come there.
I didn't. I can't get into deep space. It's got that bug, but it seems.
Are you in a dual star system, Eggmont?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, so you're getting the dual star bug.
Yes, but it's not. It doesn't seem to affect.
Interesting. You're still
Awesome.
doing the wiggle and everything, and like the 3K past or the most distant planet.
No, I'm just kind of just like heading out from the star and a straight line.
Interesting. I wonder if they fixed it when they took out the bandwidth thing.
Probably.
Why did they take that out? That bothers me.
That's apparently
That's probably-
accidental.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine it was accidentally on purpose, so you could see how lazy they are with like their server loads, like how often it actually you communicate with the server typically while playing the game, or how infrequently rather.
I just want to know when people are in my damn system.
I'm all up in your system all the time.
I know. Or degraded emissions. Fuck hell. Just one. Only one. All I need is one.
Comet 13th,
Degrading
Gold
emission.
Lumber has entered Super Cruise.
Gotta put them in their place sometimes.
Gotta degrade it.
Orbital flight engaged.
Should be like the game show sound, like you lose every get one of those.
Let's see if I have the materials to do my power plant. Uh-oh, Nightshady's on.
Uh-oh.
He's logged into the Elite Dangerous.
Apparently the CG was like crazy busy today.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jay Bosshog and Teldame were like fucking just killing people left and right. It was nuts. Very minor resistance too, just tons and tons of PB or PBEers.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, most of the PvP people are still engineering, I suspect.
Well, not only that, but like, everyone's like, oh, I could go to open with the crime and punishment system. 13th Legion intensifies.
Yeah. Well, the only downside to that is that most of them will probably have crimes on too.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm just.
It's
I'm
too late now.
Return to normal
20,000 light
space in
years
the
I like
vicinity
today.
of planet HIP 149092A.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know, I really wish they made like some sort of like cheesy little cutscene at least when you got engineering done. Like the actual engineer would come over and like whack your ship a couple times with a wrench or something.
Let's be real, the engineering in this game is just like the engineering in Team Fortress 2. You just smack the sentry with your wrench, like, work, you piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the old system, that's why you get random results.
Yeah. Now
Well,
they
I
figured
smacked
out
it,
that there's
now it
like...
works worse. Okay, I'll smack it again.
See what
for
happens.
materials.
Like, pay up, I need my crack.
It's like, why can't you use the stuff that just broke off it the last time you smacked it?
Fuck you.
That's floor materials. I need air materials. Shouldn't I be able to see this thing from orbit? Oh, there it is. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't? Like, it's pretty damn big. It's hard to miss.
I'm like, orange crater, orange crater, orange crater, green crater.
It's like,
Oh damn, I'm gonna have to go get some more iron.
Giant Thargoid pimple I can see from space.
I see it now.
That's not hard.
That's
You
what I
know,
thought.
iron's easy.
There it is.
Are you at the engineer right now?
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it was for all of the new things and check like the actual experimentals and stuff out.
You can probably do it right there on the engineer.
Oh yeah, well, not my clipper. I don't have an SRV, but
You guys figure out how to get lead yet?
That'll be.
The material trader.
You can't just like pick it up though. It's only from the material trade.
I don't fucking know, dude. I've never seen it in the game.
It's basically a junk material from like decrafting other ones.
It's used in certain reloads.
Well, I know you need it. I'm just saying like you can't pick it up anywhere.
I don't know where the fuck it is. Same with boron.
Hey, I'm back.
Coordinates are on 76.47 degrees
going on, guys?
latitude,
The Discord is bumping. I'm
27.0
fucking
degrees
waiting
longitude.
to try and get a goddamn Thargoid probe. It's taking forever. I've been here about 30 minutes.
Still? Oh.
Yes, still.
It was
I'll
like
give you a
5
Bobo
o'clock
probe if you
today. You were talking about looking for the stupid. Oh no, it was the sensor you were looking for then.
I gave up yesterday, and then like did some Thargoid killing with Orgy, and now I'm back at it again, trying to get the damn probe. Like Thargoid probes are fucking suffering.
Is it like the UAs?
No, like the probe.
Okay.
The UAs are easy. You just fly to the thing and pick it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, okay.
But the probe, you're at the mercy of the signal source RNG to get it.
Yeah, those you have to search in space, right?
Yep.
Random money. What's it think?
Yeah, it's like so I found an ammonia world like that everybody says they spawn at, and I'm just doing loops around it in Super Cruise. Like, hurry up.
Yeah, I did all that stuff before the update with a friend to show him the Thargoid ruins, and it took me a while to get it.
Okay then. All the way around.
Anything going on the CG?
Last we heard about it was when you were there.
Oh, that was fun.
I heard.
It's like a Thargoid probe down here.
I swear to God, Orgy.
I'm like not even joking. I should look on my stream. Is that a Thargoid probe? No, it's not. It's a canister, a Thargoid link. Oh, you were getting those before too, right?
Yeah, the Thargoid links you can only get from inside the structure if you have a Thargoid probe and a Thargoid sensor.
Oh, is that what you're trying to do?
Yes, because I need a Thargoid link for this too.
Yeah, they're inside the structure. You can
Yep.
only get them from
You
the
have-
inside.
Yeah, you have to have the Thargoid probe and the Thargoid sensor to get inside.
But I can still kill those guys on the outside, right?
Yes, so you can still kill the scavengers and then like re-instance to spawn more.
Dude, this is like a greater than 90-degree incline, and I'm going straight up it like it's nothing.
Are you a Skyrim horse now?
Like, you know how it's like the cliff ledge where rock climbers will climb underneath it? My SRV just did one of those. That's ridiculous.
I suppose if you have enough inertia, right? Like.
Yeah, and it's low G, and I was using
source,
thrusters, but still.
Degraded emissions. Fuck it, I'll drop it on the degraded
They
emissions.
increase the friction between the Star V and the ground.
Yeah, what kind of
Notice
fucking
they're a
tires
little
do
bit
I
less
have?
spinny.
Wreckage.
Spider-Man
Cool.
tires.
Thing is, if your tires were that sticky, you'd get like really bad gas mileage. Wear down your engine really quickly.
It runs on hydrogen, who cares?
Ooh, scavengers. You must die now. Orgy needs a new set of corrosive missiles. That didn't hurt them and that just made them mad. Didn't have my macros on. Lost instant weapon power.
What if all these rules for finding high grade are really just information bias?
What if all these rules for finding high grade are really just nonsense and there are no rules, it just happens when it wants to?
Yeah.
I got a high grade in the middle of the system, so yeah, can confirm.
I got a higher grade like fucking 100 light years outside of the bubble that had core dynamics composites in it.
They
I found that.
They can be near the planets now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I've noticed that. So I think they might have changed it in the last patch, to be honest.
Just when we were figuring it out.
Because yeah, I had a hell of a time getting farms, and you seem to be getting them in spots that
them come
didn't
up,
appear
come up
before.
in system.
What are you looking for, Egmont?
Oh, cool. Sorry, Pharma.
Oh,
Actually,
I haven't farmed any of that this week, so I don't know.
I'm in a Fed outbreak. Oh, here's the high grade. I'm in a Fed outbreak, hoping that I'll get core dynamics along with the.
Yeah.
Just Pharma.
The core dynamics are what I've been farming all this week, and it's been really shitty.
Heard Sol is actually a good place to
You
go.
get a bunch of other stuff though with Soul.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You get lots of high grades in Soul though, just in general.
Yeah. What is it? It's like the heat radiators.
Yeah, well, those are good too, though.
I think it's
Yeah,
just good to just
I'm just
not
drowning
make
in them.
things mad.
They're great.
Could always trade up.
Yeah.
Well, it's trade to the side, and
Side
I
trading.
don't wanna use them all up and not be able to find them later.
Yeah,
Although
I did that.
Soul's basically always in boom, so you can always do that.
I did the trade
But yeah,
right
a
before
lot of
the
balls.
skimmers got nerfed, and
Comet
then
13.
I traded all my
Gold
meth
has lifted
for
off.
pharmas.
Yikes.
Actually, I don't think it was
What?
pharmas. No, it was
No,
something
you
else.
can't.
It was crystals and biotechs I traded for pharmas. That's
I
what it
just
was.
used like half of my meth on frags today, fixed frags, and then I realized that my gimbal, because of the rate of fire increase, have just as high a DPS as the fix that you can roll now.
That's kind of dumb.
Yep. I think I'm gonna go back out to the CG, see if any of the PvPers are still there.
Hey cops, apparently probes used to spawn in degraded Threat 2 signal sources around ammonia worlds. I saw you were looking at ammonia world before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just one of my
So
viewers wanted
degraded
you to
signal
know.
sources. But it
Yeah,
says it's threat
degraded.
2. I guess I'll just aggressively check every degraded signal source.
That sucks, but yeah, I mean, that might not be. Just check every signal source around the ammonia world.
Copy.
No, shut down all the trash compactors. They're dying, R2.
Good.
Can you imagine, like, Luke Skywalker and Leia both got crushed in that trash compactor?
And then the Empire was fucked. The end.
Well, I don't know. I mean, technically, they just won it right there, didn't they?
I guess.
No one blows up the Death Star. You know, Luke Skywalker doesn't
I wonder if
thwart
they
the
would hold a
Emperor.
ceremony for the trash compactor like the fucking Queen of Naboo did for R2 in the first movie. I'm like,
Is that for R2?
but he's a droid though.
What are you, droid racist now?
Hey man,
It's funny how everyone thought Finn and Poe Dameron were gonna be like lovers, but then it turns out that Poe just loves the
They
droid.
hooked him up with that irritating Asian chick instead.
They hooked up, Finn with Rose and Poe with what's his face? The droid, the rolling one.
Yeah. BB-8.
BB-8. Because he's like, oh, Finn,
just...
Rose, you're alive. BB-8, my buddy, yes!
Yeah. I was like, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they did a thing with, like, Poe and Finn or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's a threat to degraded signal source. So that's your clue.
Cool. So threat 0 won't happen, is what you're saying?
Probably not, but a threat 2 will, so don't just, like, leave it.
I seem to recall seeing several of those already, so I just fucking feel stupid now.
Yeah, that's what the viewer was saying.
God,
He's like,
it was
yeah, you
not
probably
you.
passed them already.
Oh my god. Kill me right now.
Well, whatever, now you know what to look for. You won't pass anymore, right?
But now I won't get any more.
That's like this game. Right? Well, log out, log back in, then you'll get them again.
Maybe, we'll see.
Game's like, oh, he's playing for the first time. Better give him 3 lucky rolls. I think that number is also subject to RNG.
Better give him random number generator lucky rolls.
Yeah, well, 1 to 3, I think. It never seems to be more than 3.
-3 to 3, or like.
I think it's like 3 minus your notoriety or something. Or it's like you'll get 2, but then the cops will pull you over while the third one's appearing right in front of you, and it's the thing you want.
This can't be right. Is this accurate for the new low emissions power plants?
What? Oh, how fucking dank they are? Yeah, that's accurate.
You can get 0.14 efficiency?
Yep.
That's like bizarre low.
Yeah, no, I have it on my
power-
fucking ass.
power
It's dank,
capacity
dude.
is so
I
low.
can charge my FSD inside like a fucking Class O star.
Like, I'm curious if literally you can, like, while you're just like cruising around, if you'll get like the ice on your cockpit window.
No, I think that efficiency has diminishing returns, but my
Well-
ASP in Super Cruise it does idle at 12.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing basically is predicated on you have your thermal capacity, then your heat load is based on your energy consumption or your power consumption. So basically, it just reduces the load that you create by your power consumption, not your thermal capacity itself.
Yeah.
And then your resting temperature is just a compromise of where you rest within that, based on the fixed cooling rate.
Yeah, it's a lot more complicated than I initially thought it was. I'll definitely.
Oh,
do that.
absolutely. I mean, every ship has the same cooling rate. That's like kind of finite, but it's predicated upon like how much heat you're actually generating at the moment. Like, and it's logarithmic too. So
Yeah.
I posted the thread on that a couple times. It's kind of crazy, but
Medalla. Wonderful.
I mean, in theory, the lower your efficiency, the lower the thermal load and the cooler you should run, though. Period.
I got a meta alloy.
Where the fuck
That's
are
good.
my signal sources? Ah!
So I need one of those things to open up this big base and walk around inside.
You need a probe or a Thargoid sensor. I need both because I have to do the Guardian shit. I need both of them for that. And so you can use either to open it up to get the Thargoid sensor.
But then
Or
you have
the
to drop
Thargoid.
something in the middle to like do something. What does that all do?
If you have a sensor, a probe, and a link, you can drop it in the middle, and it will turn on that galaxy map thing, which I need to study as well. Or you could actually drop a Thargoid artifact in instead of the link, and it pisses it off.
Oh, the Guardian artifact. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can drop a Guardian relic inside in lieu of the link, and for some reason the machine in the center accepts it, and it just pisses it off like a lot. It throws a temper tantrum and melts your SRB.
And then the planet just like self-destructs.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so threat 0. Hey Billy, there are cane buffs on the PvE. I don't know, okay?
Oh.
Based on what I'm seeing playing with the engineering, it seems like armored's definitely the way to go. I think the question... Oh, nice. It seems like armored's the way to go. It just depends on what you want to put on it after the armored.
Yeah.
Low efficiency seems pretty crazy, and I think I might play with that with a couple ships, but definitely not my Clipper, I don't think, at this point. Maybe I'll build one at some point. I have like 3 extra power plants for my Clipper.
Just stack on 2 MRPs instead of 1, and then put double braced on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I would do if I did a low emissions. I'd double brace it for sure, but what I'm looking at is like I'd be at 273 integrity and a 0.31 efficiency versus 156 integrity and a 0.16 efficiency if I went with a 6B with low emissions.
Oh, also they're buffing Zed, Billy.
What weapons are you planning on running on it?
Oh, the ones I've been running forever.
I don't know.
Three multi-cannons and a long-range super pen hammer.
Oh, okay, so you probably don't need the power yet.
Yeah, no, power is fine. I mean, the hammer is definitely a little more power usage, but a Clipper is usually pretty low on power to begin with.
Right, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, you don't need to wiggle to find high grades. Just flying in a straight line, but you're kind of getting them.
Well, how frequently are you finding them, I think is the question, because the thing before was you would get bandwidth when you would wiggle where you wouldn't when you didn't. Ergo, you would get more. It's not to say that you wouldn't communicate with the server without wiggling, just do it more frequently with.
I think I'm finding them at the highest rate.
Interesting. I'm probably going to go out a little bit and farm, so I'll definitely try it both ways again.
Yeah, try this system. There.
You're cutting out, Eggman.
Try this system, M.
I don't know if you said it. I just heard M.
Yeah, I heard M as well.
Yeah,
M-A-R-I.
Eggman's been like really laggy. It sounds like the last 2 days.
Because he's not wearing the headset, and then the thing like cuts out. It's not loud enough.
Oh, is that why?
That might be it. So the system is MAR.
I got the MAR this time.
Jesus Christ.
It's
so
probably
sorry.
only one system in the entire galaxy that starts with that.
I very much doubt that. 400 billion fucking stars, only one system.
You can type it at Eggman if it's easier. Just put it in Cantina.
Hang on, I'm fixing.
Or message me, whichever one's easier. I gotta go farm the most difficult material to farm in the entire galaxy, though, real quick, and then I'll be back and ready to do high grades.
What's your farming for?
Iron.
It's got him.
Terrible.
The iron grind.
Can you hear me now?
Iron grind is tough, man. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, so the system is MARI, M-A-R-I.
M-A-R-I?
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
it? Okay, I'll check it out then.
That was... I thought it was going to be a lot more challenging than that.
Yeah,
Mari.
and head to...
Mari, like 43798, Sector V9.
Yeah.
Head out past 100,000 light seconds from the star.
Turn right at the Hogan with the broken mailbox. Sorry, I'm thinking the reservation.
It's Mary 3-A in the Mary district, in the Mary sector.
Alright, I'll check it out in a second here, Eggman. I'm going to HR 6421 real quick, just do mining for like half an hour and then I'll head over.
Caution, Hull integrity at 77%.
I kind of needed to mine anyway, so I mean I could probably trade down for a shitload of iron, but in the same right, I may as well just load up on mats.
Yeah, I need so many raw materials.
Oh, signal source. Oh my god, Anaconda, you're too fat.
Anaconda intensifies.
It's an encoded emissions, I don't care, okay.
You know what's the worst? When you're going up to a high-grade emission, and as you're approaching, you see another one, and you get the material that you didn't want out of the one you chose?
Yeah, and you're like, fuck, I should have gone to the other one. It obviously had it.
That's just the game being evil.
It's like, you could have gone to the right one.
But you fucked up.
Blue tunnel is.
Yeah, I thought you could call your ship into the Thargoid settlement before.
No, you have to go outside of it. You can't. You never were able to.
Maybe I just landed there once.
You can land in it, but like you can't call your ship into it.
That must be it.
Just like you can land in the Guardian ruins, but you can't recall your ship into it because of garbage of it.
Alright guys, I'm gonna sleep. Have a good night.
Okay, have a good night.
Alright, man.
Hey, man.
Well, I just found out the remote release, whatever that F word is, launcher, kind of sucks.
Fuck. You can say it, it's okay.
The Flechette launcher?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, the different F word.
Yeah.
Shit launcher.
I mean,
yeah. I think
it's explosive phasing. I don't see how it's bad.
Well, because the shells bounce off the hull, not the shields.
Well, yeah, get good and pop them right before they do that.
Well, even if you do, it only knocks off about maybe 3 to 5% of their modules, and like maybe 1% of their hull at a time.
Get 4 of them.
That could be good for disabling ships, though. If you want to disable ships,
yeah,
CG.
that's why I figured turret might be better, because then you can just target a module and then tell it to just, you know, volley it over, and it should do a lot better damage.
Turret has a surprising lack of accuracy for sub-targeting. You'd be surprised.
Maybe not then.
Well,
it's good up close, but that's about it.
Where they'd be good is if you had many, like 4 of them, I think. Those things actually just, at least, like, they tear up shield boosters and stuff like that. They tear up drives and they tear up shield boosters really bad.
Well, it's the thing that you can target their subsystem with it and shoot it at it, but you won't get like a good 100% shot. It's not guaranteed.
It's fairly indiscriminate.
Like I said, it's minimal damage. I don't know if I like it.
So these Thargoid SRV drone things, they respawn or something?
No, they don't, but you can re-instance to get more.
Yeah, it's weird. I drove around and more came, even though like I can see my tire tracks from before.
Really?
Yeah, I think it might respawn now. But you have to leave and come back. It's not like de-instancing. You just drive out and drive back in.
Interesting.
Ooh, there's scavengers over here. I think because there's more in the area, and maybe they come over. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Caution, hull is at 60%.
One of the things I'm gonna actually have to do for this report is I'm gonna have to watch their behavior and try and figure out what they're actually fucking doing. FDev is usually pretty good about stuff like that.
I just saw like 3 scavengers trying to fix this Thargoid wall. They're like building it.
They're building it?
Either building it or repairing it. Yeah, there's one like I killed 2 of his buddies. The third one went back to repairing the wall.
158,000 like seconds out.
The wall just got 10 feet taller today.
Oh boy. Not the wall memes, dude.
I mean, they're building a wall. That's what they're doing.
They're building a wall. They need to build a wall. Keep the humans out.
You know what sucks is all the stuff is stuck on the wall and I can't get it out. I'm gonna have to drive super close to the wall.
We're gonna build a wall and humanity is gonna pay for it.
We'll make the Thargoids pay for it. They're already building it.
No, you're missing the point of the meme. See, they're building the wall
This is
to
the best
protect
wall I've ever
themselves
seen.
from us. That means they're gonna make us pay for it. That's why they're encroaching into the bubble. It's because they gotta collect their wall tariff, dude.
They're building a wall in space. I never thought it would be possible, but here it is.
No, have you seen that fucking meme where it's like Trump looking kind of shocked, and it's just like when Obama briefs you on aliens and you're trying to figure out how to build a space wall?
Yeah, this is how they're literally doing it.
I think that's like my favorite fucking Trump image, dude.
I can better as the old Joker. First one. Looks funny, the picture that I've got of him. Hair and everything.
I think I've almost got enough Thargoid bits now.
You needed a lot of Thargoid bits for
Well,
the
it's
M-Sign
30.
missiles.
30 and 30, and I just got 30 on one of them.
I'm pretty sure it's 32 and 38.
Well, whatever, close. 33.
Kill like 2 extra.
I'm still scooping up bits from the last massacre. Yeah, I just need 3 more energy cells, and then I've got it. Oh, 1 more tungsten. Okay.
Maybe if I passive-aggressively pop my discovery scanner over and over again, it'll give me the things I want.
So those Thargoid things, yeah, I've got some footage for you, I guess. I can clip it and show you. They are building the wall for sure.
Interesting.
And I noticed that these places seem to grow every week. Like, this is bigger than any of the other ones I ever saw. And yeah, they're building it bigger.
Like, goddamn humans. We're gonna have to build a wall.
Pretty much. It's like a fortress at this point. It's pretty cool. But it looks like, you know, exoskeleton
J.
pieces.
Trump guy. My damn nerve section.
Maybe they're building Thargoids there.
I mean, they're just getting the signals from 2018 now, so they're like, we better build a wall too.
I mean, it is about 1,200. What is it? Like 1,200 light years out almost? That would make sense, I guess.
Yeah, that's actually about right. You have to look into that.
When Elite Dangerous is a giant political commentary on America's political climate instead of a space game.
Well, I mean, it kind of is with the whole
the Federation.
The Federation and the Empire and the. I mean, it's all like Britain and U.S. and you know, it is a commentary of the whole game.
Britain, but with slaves.
That's what's awesome about sci-fi. They're always just talking about the real world and just throwing parallels in wherever you can. So it's like it makes you think.
Well, history has never really been that different from itself in a lot of ways. It stands to reason that future history wouldn't be either.
Well, this is like a logical extrapolation of what we would be like in space. We could be totally different from this, but you know, it's an interesting one. This is definitely a recognizable human experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. I see the Empire and I see the Federation and I see the Alliance, and I'm like, this all kind of makes sense. It's a little weird.
I almost went Alliance, but then, you know, Aisling Duval.
You think Donald J. Trump, the commander, is a Fed?
Wait, is there Commander Donald J. Trump?
No, Donald J. Trump.
I just linked it in the cantina. He's annoying as fuck, dude.
Dude,
just want to kill him.
Commander Donald Trump is great. What are you talking about?
It's annoying as hell, the stupid shit he says.
Did he
It's like,
change
why
his-
don't you just play the game?
No, there was a different Commander, Donald J. Trump, and he changed his name. He changed his name to Trumpet Dude. So hang on, let me see if I still have Trumpet Dude.
Yeah, no, this is a different Donald
guy.
Trump, I
Yeah,
think.
different guy. The original one.
Commander Donald
Yeah.
Trump. Commander Donald Trump was actually pretty cool. This is different.
Yeah. The original guy is hilarious because he
OG
didn't
Donald
think Trump would win, and then he changed his name after Trump won because he was like, oh shit. He was just doing it for the memes, I guess, but you know.
I think everyone was.
Where
just-
is this guy?
Roger Desra.
You know what's weird?
Yeah,
I
kill
don't,
him in
I
Shinrarta.
don't
That's a pain
see
in the ass.
Trumpet Dude. Hang on. He might have removed me and then changed his name back. It's quite possible.
Couldn't take it anymore. I had to leave the damn place. It's driving me nuts.
You can just block that guy and then his communications won't go to you.
Or you could just enjoy the memes.
It's dumb, dude.
Hey man, all memes are
I play
dumb.
this game to get away from that bullshit, not bring it into my game.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah, this is even from another country. This game's made. It's not even in our country, and people are bringing that shit here. It's just retarded.
I mean,
Oh, because they're protesting because they don't want to play the game.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
There's lots of people who complain about this game on forums and then never play it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what's the point? Why don't they just stop writing about it and go play another game and shut up? Instead of ruining the game that they don't even play.
It's okay. Trump won't ban video games anyways, so no one will get to play it soon.
This is a UK game, so then that one.
Yeah, you can't ban the UK, Trump. The Queen
Yeah,
of
that'd
England
be
can legally
dictatorship.
kill you with a sword.
And then people would be pissed. And probably another civil war break out.
Plus, I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently there's going to be talks between Trump and Kim Jong-un directly now.
Yeah, they're
Trump
actually
just
gonna
wants access to
stop
Kim
making
Jong-un's,
insults
like,
and
pleasures
threats.
and whatever.
It's about time they get together instead of acting like kids and be adults. Christ.
But they are both kids, so, I mean, what's going to happen?
Well, they're just
Yeah,
compromising
true.
over whose toys are whose instead of arguing about it over Twitter
Mine's better than yours.
and threatening
Mine's
to
on
like
my
fucking
desk.
blow each other
Who
up.
gives a shit?
Thing is that Kim Jong-un is probably going to be in power longer than Trump.
I don't know, dude. He might die from like heart disease or something. Have you seen it?
True, but still, like,
I don't
he
know.
outlasted Obama, right? So, I mean, he could still be running the show in 8 to 10, whereas...
He also probably gets like fucking 4 blowjobs an hour. So.
he does have
that
a
has-
harem, apparently, but he's married too, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know...
Yeah, but he has a harem at the same time.
Yeah, but it's allowed. When you're like
Well,
the guy
I mean,
who
when you're the
officiates your own
dictator, you
marriage.
can have as many harems as you want, I guess. When you're like literally the fucking god emperor of North Korea.
Must be nice.
Because he basically is. Like, he's literally the god emperor of North Korea.
You wouldn't have time to play the game. Well, you'd be able to play, just not that long. He plays World of Tanks, so I
Kim
guess that
Jong-un does play
gives
World
you
of
your
Tanks.
answer.
Isn't that a pay-to-win game?
Yeah. His entire country's economy is built to fund his World of Tanks addiction.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Or his Clash of Clans fortress.
I must have a billion worth of credits and gold for gold rounds so I can shoot holes through tanks. I must win.
It's actually pretty funny if you think about it, that like his entire country is banned for consuming any kind of Western media, including European, and yet he plays World of Tanks.
Well, see, the rules don't apply to him, that's why.
There's not.
I wouldn't
And
be a
also,
dictator.
most people don't know about that in the country. They would assume that's just propaganda lies.
There are
Do as I
videos
say,
of
not
him
as I
getting
do.
griefed on World of Tanks. Like, people intentionally grief him.
They know his account name.
I'm sure.
I don't know, but I've just heard a rumor on our news that he plays it.
Yeah,
Probably.
that sounds like it's propaganda from our side. I mean, he might,
Probably.
but it
If
could
he
also
knows-
not be true.
Hey man, if I knew Kim Jong-un's World of Tanks account name, I would probably like fucking play World of Tanks to grief him. That sounds fun. Just
Yeah,
saying.
until you find out he's shooting gold rounds at your ass, and you're like, fuck, I died
I don't give a
again.
Fuck if he's shooting gold rounds at my ass. I'll shoot him when he's on my team.
You grief him. Suddenly, there's poison arriving at your doorstep.
I don't think there's well, I guess maybe there is friendly fire in tanks. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there is. There's friendly fire in tanks. But it's also like, it's pay to win, but it's also free to play. So you can just make a bunch of smurfs and then like fucking do it until they ban you and then just do it again.
You probably don't play low tiers though.
How do you know? I mean,
Well, think about it, man.
if
If you
he's
played the
turbo pay
game,
to win,
you were good at
maybe
it.
he
Like,
isn't,
you wouldn't
but-
be low tier. I mean, they're all trying for like tier 10 tanks and shit. I don't know what tier there's out now, but I know they have at least tier 10.
I think tier 10 is the max.
Yeah. I doubt he plays tier 1. Yeah, I tried that game, but I didn't like there was no infantry, no helicopters. It's like tanks without those, just doesn't feel right. And my dad said, well, you know, if they tried putting all that shit in, think about how your video card would take a big dump. I was like, yeah, that's true.
I mean, they have all that stuff in DCS.
Have you played World of Warships? World of Warships
Arma
is pretty
has
cool.
all that.
Yeah, I've seen that too, yeah.
It's by the same guys.
Arma's probably the closest experience for like getting it right for infantry, tanks, and in the aircraft. They fuck up the aircraft a bit, but helicopters are good. Mostly because they're the same guy who make the helicopter sim is the same company that makes Arma.
I played a bunch of fucking World of Warships with Minster. He's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Also, I would like to point out that like Ryan M17, for being a Salt Lord, is pretty good at PUBG. Like, me and Rambo have played PUBG with Ryan M17 before.
Yeah, Masslock and Kidmob play DCS now.
Which one is DCS? Am I stupid?
It's the airplane simulator.
Oh.
Pay to play. Paid to grind. Pay to win.
Is it pay to play, pay to win, pay to grind?
Basically. I mean, you can buy a plane that's like better than every plane for cheaper, but then you could also buy a really expensive plane that is super complicated to fly and isn't actually better than anything else that's out there already. So you can also pay to screw yourself in a way.
Is there an easy mode?
There is,
or do
yeah.
you have to?
No,
do you
there's
have to?
There's like the easy mode plane. The fly to win. The FDL.
Pretty much. Yeah, the FDL. But they're known for having like the most detailed cockpit simulation, so like you can hit all the switches and everything.
I mean, that's cool, but I care more about the game than the realism.
Yeah.
Well,
a lot of people get like
That's not
super
my
duper,
work.
oh, it's realism, but I'm like, I don't care about that sort of shit.
No, this is definitely one of those realisms. It's a sim first, a game second. It is pretty impressive,
Yeah.
though. I mean, the world space you get to play in is huge. All the planes handle exactly like the real ones, so, I mean, there's something to be said about that. Whether
Well,
it's
that
fun
could be-
is another question.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that like if all the planes handle like the real life counterparts, then that kind of like, it sacrifices that little bit of video gaminess that's this neat thing called balance.
What's the thing?
Where
I
there's
had
gonna
to
be a
teach
best
Highway
plane.
how to like do a 15-minute flight sequence on a F-16, and
Whoa,
I
am
don't.
I lagging or are you lagging?
That could be me.
You're like Robo Orgy right now.
That's weird.
Not on my end, it's yours.
But yeah, in any case, I had to teach him how to fly, do a F-15 startup. When I don't know how to do one.
Holy fuck, I still haven't gotten one. Kill me. End my suffering. Fucking hell. I'm just gonna start flying back and forth between the two planets and see if I get one.
It's when the NPC comes and shoots you down to 1% hull and then flies away, because killing you would be too easy.
Just
Or
like,
he
I'll
finds
let
out you
off-
have no cargo.
Yeah. I'll let you off with a warning.
Next time you should fill your hold with gold.
Yeah, and then highway.
Oh, looks like someone's coming to help you, Cups.
Gold member has touched down.
Wait, what?
You're getting unknown YouTube viewers coming online to assist you.
Unknown YouTube viewers.
Commander Gabriel J.
Is that in one of my chats? Because I can't, for whatever reason, I haven't
in
seen
my
that
chat.
yet. Oh. I'm just triggered.
Because he can see that I'm easily winning against the Thargoids, so he's coming to help you.
You're winning against the unknown probes, or the Thargoid
decimating
scavengers.
them. they seem to not be able to fight back.
Thargoid scavengers, they don't really seem like they're, you know.
They're kind of their drones, like they're unarmed, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I seem to notice that too. It's like, these guys are not much of a challenge.
They'll spit on you occasionally, but it doesn't do caustic damage or anything.
Yeah, and they don't blow up with caustic either. I don't know if they're actually Thargoids. They might just be like, you know, machines.
I don't know. They appear to be biomechanical in some respect.
But are they sentient? That's the real question.
Fucking know. They defend themselves.
They're like, you know, biomachines. They're not sentient, but they are biomechanical.
But why would they defend themselves if that's the case?
Well, they're still like drones. They have a computer intelligence, probably. A biomechanical computer. A brain.
Let's see it. You know, one day I'll find this fucking thing.
Shit.
I only have to get one, that's the thing, is that like once it spawns,
This
I'm
guy
done.
has a 232 million bounty on him now.
Fucking
Whoa.
who?
Leon Optrix?
You should go check the mission board, or is that what you're looking at?
No, I see him in Super Cruise. He's in a wing of 3.
Go check the top, but like go check the bounties in the mission board.
I can't get into the station here.
Oh.
I've got a bounty myself, so.
Yeah, they need to like start letting you check that from the map, because no one's gonna be docking in this patch.
Yeah, I would like to know that kind of shit. I still have my 40 million bounty in Nanamam.
Welcome back, Commander.
If there are people with 200 million, I think I gotta work on that though. I gotta rack that shit up.
So when
Maybe
do you
I
have to
can
pay that
bargain.
bounty? Like if you died in Nanoman?
If you
Yeah. If I died in Zachary Hudson's space, it's a power play bounty.
You are near HIP 14909 tour in the HIP 14909 system.
So probably never, because
Do we know that guy? I'm not sure if he's just a pirate. He's got Petraeus. This is his power plays.
yeah,
He may just be trying to
he's probably
screw
just
with the
fucking griefing
community
like a
goal,
beast.
but I think with that high,
Just be like the 13th Legion approves of your bounty, fellow Imperial, and see what he says.
I went out of system to restock. I think I'm gonna maybe do some farming before I go to sleep. No one's there anymore.
Oh, it's dead now.
Yeah.
Go check the forums, see if it's because they all got like they got griefed out into solo.
We didn't really grief that many people today. We got into a couple of fights with.
I know they got into some fights with like Lego Robot and stuff.
Yeah, I had 2 fights with Lego Robot.
Did you
Jay
win
said
either?
that he was getting 2v1'd. I got him down to like 5% hull, and then, or maybe 10% hull, and then he rammed me in my FDL, and I went to the rebuy screen, and he was still in system. So
Oh,
I think he must have gotten away with like 1% or 2. And then Jay jumped in when I was fighting him the second time, so he took the rebuy. But that one I was in my fast. He probably would have won that one because I didn't have the range. He's good.
yeah,
I like
Lego
fighting
Robot's pretty good. Don't feel bad about losing to him. Now, like, if
and
you got an
then
Archon
there was
Fury, I'll
some.
castrate you. But
There was some Corvette that tried griefing, I think, Jay outside the station, and we rammed him to death. I don't know. And then there were a couple of people that had like PvP Vipers that came out and were trying to just pull us over.
Touchdown on hit 1490928.
Holy shit. Just one, please.
Coordinates are 26.47 degrees latitude, 27.48
I'm gonna try fucking relogging,
degrees
Jesus
longitude.
Christ.
Buggy away.
This is crazy. It's been like solid high grade.
Jealous.
I want solid high grade. Even occasional high grade would be nice. Oh nice, I've got enough.
Buggy docked.
I beg you, Elite Dangerous.
No, you can't do that without making a sacrifice first. Go get a chicken or something.
Lived off.
I just want to find heads of Archon
Yes,
Fury that are not
Earn Jesus request tendies.
And you gotta say that while you're blindfolded and spinning around in a circle.
Tap my heels together 3 times.
Yeah, and you gotta be wearing ruby slippers for some reason. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
man. Cover myself in the entrails of a sheep inside a pentagram.
The power of Raven compels you. The power of Raven compels you.
And then you start throwing up
Raven
split
needs
pea
more
soup.
sacrifices. You get a Care Bear and wring their tears out for Lord Raven.
Telemetry obtained. 13th. Gold number is traveling to the Pleiades Sector ZU-PB5-1 system. This is your first visit to this system. There is no human presence here. You are 430 light years from Belisar. Comet 13th. Gold number refill.
Frameshift drive charging.
Comet 13th, gold member refueled. Jumping progress. 13th. Gold member is traveling to the Pleiades sector GM-MB7-0 system. This is your first visit to this system. Humans have yet to colonize this system.
Fuel scooping.
Comet 13th. Gold
Fuel
member
system
refueled.
disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Comet 13th. Gold member refueled. Destination confirmed. 13th. Gold member is heading to the Ares Dark Region GW-WD1-40 system. This is your first visit to this system. There is no human presence here.
Fuel scooping.
Damn, I'm so close to Technetium I can smell it.
Comet 13th. Gold
Smells like
member
junk.
refueled.
Fuel scooping complete.
Wonder what an
Comet
unknown
13th.
probe smells
Gold
like.
member fully refueled.
Smells like burning.
Frameshift drive charging.
Probably smells like farts.
Yeah, it's ammonia.
Yeah.
The fart aliens have come for us. They've come for our nugs, and they're not leaving until they have all of our nugs.
And they fill our world with
Destination
flatulence.
confirmed.
Until they
13th.
flatulate all in our
Gold member is in
atmospheres and
transit
take
to
all
the
our food.
Ares Dark Region
Yeah.
It's funny because the other ammonia
MS-DC-3-10
worlds
system.
species
This
I've
is your
seen
first
are
visit to this system.
usually pretty
Humans
squat
have
and
yet to
have to
colonize
wear
this
external
system.
tanks to breathe in our atmosphere. Like they basically wear full suits
Fuel scooping.
And they have adorable little voices.
because the ammonia makes their voices squeaky. It's like helium.
Comet 13.
Plus it's their
Gold
space
member
drones.
refueled. Comet 13. Gold
Got their own
member
type
fully
on it, I'm
refueled.
sure.
That's because those things in the in Halo, but also
Interdiction attempt by
the other
pilot
game, Mass
detected.
Effect, had like creatures that breathed ammonia.
Yeah.
Ready to engage.
Yeah, it reminds me of that one movie, Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks is the best, dude.
Hey, I know, dude, that was funny stuff.
That was pretty good.
That
never
sort
thought
of
a movie
masterpiece
like
will
that
never be
progressed.
topped.
Yeah, like I didn't think a movie like that was possible during that time. Like, to make a retro movie like that with modern
This
effects.
is your first
Crazy.
visit to this system. There is no human presence here.
Well, that was funny. Sticks pulled me.
Nix pulled you.
Yeah, he wanted a hand with a couple things.
He's like, hey, I need help. So he pulled.
Well, he was like, I'm going to bed, and I was like, okay. And then he sent me a message. He's like, hey, jump channel.
Gold member refueled.
Oh, whoops. I just dropped because I got too close to the planet.
Comet 13.
So I was just like,
Gold
I don't
member
even
fully
care. I'm just gonna
refueled.
stare at my fucking panel, cause you know.
Maybe that'll
He's
help
gonna
you
be-
find the probe.
Frameshift
He's gonna be
drive
crazy.
charging.
He's building like 4 different ships right now. Like he's gonna have a fleet.
Yeah, Styx is gonna be spoopy. He gets his ships done. We gotta teach him like all the things, but he'll
Yeah,
be
well-
spooky.
I gave him a couple tidbits there.
He's gonna be our Ukrainian super weapon, dude.
Yes.
Or Ukrainian.
Jumping progress.
Like, he's gonna be our Ukrainian
Gold
super
member is
weapon.
traveling to the Hades sector EW-MP7-1
Damn right.
system. This is your second visit to this system. Humans have yet to colonize this system.
Fuel scooping.
I'd like to do a couple actual training sessions with some of the newer guys soon.
Yeah, me too.
Comet 13th. Gold member
Fuel scooping
refueled.
complete.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure how permissive that is with my schedule right now. Because everybody always wants to do stuff on the weekends, and that's like, I'm never here on the weekends.
You might be able to find something to work though. During the
Yeah,
week.
I mean, I could do happenstance type stuff, like if somebody's around and available and wants to do some duels or something. I think that's one of the things that we kind of haven't been able to do lately. Like, there's been like fighting and in-housing, but there hasn't really been like the actual like teaching. There's been no feedback or anything, or hey man, do this differently, or you know, you did well, you did that, you know.
We should get them we should get people to post POVs of their in training and then critique on it. I think that would be really smart.
Oh yeah, of course, because then you can actually see pip management and stuff like that.
How good their time on target is.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I've already tried to like kind of coach a lot of people is like, I think when you're new to PvP, it's easy to think that it's all about dodging, but in time you very quickly realize that if you're not returning fire, you're losing the duel. Like, you're very actively losing the duel.
Yeah.
You will never win a duel by like not shooting somebody enough to win.
Might have to get one of those shot cannons and try it out.
They're disgusting.
Can you reload them?
Yeah, they need to be nerfed.
Caution, white dwarf detected. This is your third visit to this system.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Presence here. You are now 87 light years from
None of the GCI guys are on that ball yet, so if we use it until it's nerfed, then you know.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
The gimbal one is so sick though. Damn.
Fucking hell, give me a signal source.
I like how you can use it in either way, so you can spread out the damage slowly, but then if you're trying to take down shields or do damage to hull, you can just like instantly fire everything.
Oh, dude, if you pop a heat sink, you probably get two rounds of ammunition off. Which is like, I don't know, I think it's like over 24 shots.
Telemetry obtained.
You sit there,
Gold number is in
you count 24 times because you gotta click it, you can't leave the button out.
Caution.
But it works well with multi-unit if you
You are now
that.
in independent space. You have visited this system 6 times. LP-104-2 is an independent corporate home to over 196,000 people. Crimson State Group is the local power.
I gotta do a
There
lot
are
of
2
materials
orbital
trading,
stations
and
and
then
the lone planetary station in this
caustic
system.
missiles will be mine.
Yeah, I came up with some crazy shit. I was like, I wonder how many can go on a cutter. And a cutter apparently can have, was it 7 of them on there, and it fires it well. I think it can fire 8 to 9 shots before you overheat.
To the Shinranta Desert system. You are now
This is
in pilot
freaking
speculation
ridiculous.
Space.
Yeah, but they're all
have
spread
visited
out.
this system
Although I guess you
No,
could use
no, they're gimbal. They all hit the target. You're doing like 700 damage right there every shot. So 700 times 8 is like over 5,600 or something like that. I guess.
It's really fucking fast.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be NARB. It's just gotta be because people are gonna stack that shit. Like,
I gotta get them. That's crazy. Is it
The shot cannons are just ape shit, but like they're just insanely good, dude. It's so stupid.
that you could take down those shields on a big ship in no time? Although chaff's the defense, but still.
Well, you use.
well,
the
true,
fixed-
but you can use it as
ones,
fixed.
too.
Yeah, I think that's what I'd get. Hey, it's Tainted Ham. His anaconda is thick.
You get a probably better shot with the gimbal if you just wait a few seconds. Shit, the chaff only wears off after so long, and if they're target lock breaking you.
The damage on them is so high. Who the fuck cares if they chaff you?
Yeah, you just like plow, hit them like 2 times or 3 times before they hit a target lock breaker or a chaff on you. It'll all start adding up.
Ugh.
Well, I
It's
want.
probably enough to kill a chieftain in like 1 shot, or 8 shots. I mean.
Yeah, just one barrage. I was thinking that if you could take down the shields on a big ship without torpedoes that way, that's pretty effective.
Well, what do you know, Mr. Technetium? About time you showed up,
Hey,
bastard.
man.
Now, if you just invite your friends to the party, that would be great.
They're all on vacation down at Pine Como.
I'm getting all of the irons.
Yeah, I just got
All
a bunch
mine.
of iron too. Iron and meta alloys.
Ironically, this time around, that's pretty much what I want, is the iron.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I need to. Not.
I burned a lot of it for the, like a long time ago when I was doing all my power plant rolls.
I'm on the Technetium hunt. No, I keep finding his iron.
Damn it, more cadmium.
Iron and nickel.
Super Cruise near Jameson Memorial.
Ironically, I have a shitload of cad. Like, so much so that I'm thinking of dumping some out. Like, into the material trader.
Landing pad 24 is at 12 o'clock near, as you enter with the green lights on your right.
I actually have a lot of rare, like a lot of the more rare mining shit too. Like a lot of antimony, a lot of cadmium. I think I have like a lot of technetium.
I started this run with 200 crack, but now I'm down to 103 crack. So many drive rolls.
Got all the poloniums.
All the poloniums.
Yep.
You get like byproduct polonium
Polonium.
doing the Pangomo stuff.
Tellurium. I don't know that I've ever actually used it. I don't even know what the fuck to use that for, period. Tellurium.
You can sell
It's
your
in
meta
HD
alloys
boosters.
for a profit
Oh.
of 84,309
Like
credits. You
got
can
a lot of
also sell your
tungsten.
black box, although check potential
Yttrium.
profits for this before confirming the transaction.
Zirconium for the fake diamonds.
Comet 13th, gold member refueled. Comet 13th, gold member repaired.
Be right back a minute.
It's the hypercubic zirconia.
No, it's a cubith of zirconium that I got.
Yeah,
Taking it back to the biblical. Taking it back to the biblical times.
Cubic
A cubith.
Cubith. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good meme.
I was trying to find a cube pun, and I was like hypercube. That's a 4D cubic zirconium.
Here you go.
I'm gonna look for something on Inara. Oh yeah, those trader guys. Not there. There we go. Raw material, of course.
Fuck this, I'm giving up. Jesus Christ, I'll do it later. Maybe it'll behave tomorrow.
Maybe.
You just need some sugar, spice, and a little bit of chemical X.
Yeah, man.
That's all.
What were you getting all those for anyway?
Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction. Damn memes.
Docking clamps free.
Landing restraints lifted. Moderate speed on exit.
I'm gonna get off this board too. I'm just tired.
Frameshift drive charged.
Ah, that means the rest of us can be able to talk now. That's good.
Telemetry obtained. 13th. Gold number is in transit to the V886 Sentry system. Caution. White Wharf detected. You have entered Federation space. You have visited this system 17 times. The V886 Sentry is a Federation democracy of well over 5 million people, controlled by Felicio Intus. V886 Sentry future is the immediate power. There are 2 orbital stations and a lone planetary station in this system. Current location is 34 light years from home.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome.
Hey.
No, that was rude. You didn't even say you were leaving.
Entered normal space near Tennessee.
I was just trying to get you like you always give me.
Oh, I always tell you, you don't have to tell me.
I know.
Warning, Commander. Weapon fire restrictions are in place here. Access granted.
Landing at 39 is at 4 o'clock near. As you enter
Yeah,
with the green lights.
I was just telling
That's the
Joe
whole reason we have
that one day. That was funny. You were like, you don't need a hall pass for me to go to the bathroom, man. I was like, I kind of figured that, but you know, I was just letting y'all know it's going. In case out there, you're like, well, what the hell? This guy's like always AFK. What the hell?
That's
Hell, I've
more
already.
important when
I
you
think
have
Lights.
I think enough of us have fallen asleep in the Discord channel that it's not really that much of an issue.
Oh no.
Hell, like I'm on sleeping right now.
Yeah, probably.
Touchdown sequence
Market
complete.
information.
I saw him in there once, and then
Whatever
I was like,
Maddie's
I bet
house
he's
is.
sleeping. And then I saw his ship just idling at the CJ, so you pull it over, and then it wakes him up, and he's like, hey, what's up? Starts talking. He's like, yeah, I was sleeping.
Comma 13th.
Oh,
Gold
man.
number refuel.
If I
He
had
just went
BR,
to
I'd be
AFK, I
sleeping in
think.
my ship too. Yeah, he probably is asleep. That's the thing. He'll do that in AFK. Oh, did you drag him back?
He came back, but he hasn't muted.
They'll figure
I wonder
it
if he realizes he hasn't muted.
He's like, I don't hear anybody talking. What the hell?
out. Now he knows.
Storing note. Noted.
I know a lot of times
Still
Discord will
trying to
glitch
figure
out.
where he is.
Sometimes Discord will glitch out on you, I know, and like, I know Eggmont also mutes it sometimes, period, so, you know, maybe he just didn't realize.
That's true.
I have like 3 microphones connected to my computer, and every now and then it'll like randomly swap the microphone that it has set for like the primary, and I won't realize. Like when I installed Windows 10, it magically like started using my
Lights.
Rift microphone for Discord, which is like all the way like alongside of me at the moment while I'm farming, so that doesn't really help. Instead of using the blue snowball that I have like boomed out right in front of my face.
Alright, I think I've got all the materials I need now. It's time to go back.
More titanium. And more iron. Give me all of the iron.
Docking clamps retracted. You may leave when ready.
Ooh, I just got one that was all iron. It's beautiful.
What do you need so much iron for?
Power plant engineering.
You know, you could just like
Yeah, I know.
downgrade something to get iron.
Well, the whole reason that I came out here isn't necessarily wholly for iron, but I figured I should probably stock up on, you know, surface prospecting stuff, but given I need iron, I'm not going to complain about getting it.
Iron is good now.
Reverse 1/2 impulse power.
So, till next time, Commander.
I mean, hell, before iron was great with the grade 1 overcharge plans. Just spam the shit out of them until you got what you needed.
Telemetry obtained. 13th. Gold number is traveling to the Shinrata Desert System.
And I can't do
You
that
have
anymore.
visited this system 164 times. Shinrata Desert is an independent democracy home to over
I mean, you still could grade 1 it.
million people.
I was actually looking at that, and I was like, what is the mass difference versus the integrity difference of, say, like a grade 4 armored power plant versus like a grade 5? Is it worth it? Because you drop 4 tons,
13th. Gold
or
number fully
4%
refueled.
mass.
Must obtain
You're
caustic
welcome.
missiles.
I'm really thinking I could bring back the 4-hammer FDL. I think I could even go like make like a pretty memey FDL and do short range oversized on all of them.
4 shock cannons.
That would be pretty interesting.
I saw it. It's pretty good.
I want to do the. I'm gonna bring it back though. I'm gonna do 4 of those and a corrosive, huge multi-cannon. Just obliterate hull tanks.
That's not a bad idea.
Alright, I got bored. That was fast.
Oh no.
I'm gonna unlock it, Cups.
Oh my god. I'm gonna try Fortnite. I
Oh,
haven't
not
tried it
Fortnite.
yet.
Oh god.
Why not? It looks fun.
It looks pretty fun, actually, yeah. But
I was
it's
like-
Fortnite is fun.
PUBG
It's a
light.
lot faster paced.
Well, like, it looks like it's PUBG, except it runs.
But it runs
Like,
like,
that's-
it's Gears of War.
That's my problem, is that, like, PUBG, like, fucking runs like shit.
It's gotten a little better since they added the new map. Like, it's not as laggy, but it's still a little. They still have ways to go with it, in my opinion.
Yeah, but like Fortnite isn't.
I play Gears of PUBG now with Minecraft.
I'll play Gears of PUBG now with Minecraft.
Goldmember has returned to normal.
It is free to play.
Yeah, it's free to play.
Did I tell you I got Stellaris a while ago? Yeah, I picked it up when it was on sale.
Yeah.
I think Orgy was surprised when I played, what do you call it, with him and was it Jay a while ago? Who did we play? We played StarCraft.
Oh yeah, StarCraft.
I need to fucking dunk
At my Zerg Rush game.
Did you 6-pool Jay? Did you 6-pool our poor little Jay?
Oh, I rock the Zerg Rush. I have like the Zerg Rush down in StarCraft. I used to play competitively when it first came out, and that was like my jam was just Zerg Rushing people.
I wish you could play that co-op mode with 8 players. That would be amazing.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
For a long time in StarCraft, I was a diamond. I had been playing Brood War for like ever, so it's like riding a bicycle at this point.
Oh yeah, I mean honestly, that's basically what it felt like. The only thing that sucks is if you Zerg Rush and somebody actually effectively counters it, you're kind of screwed because you don't have it. You wasted so much time and resources.
Your economy is like absolutely fucked if you do that. Like,
yeah, and somebody. Yeah, exactly.
You are 100% like super duper fucked unless you like kill all of them.
credits.
Yeah. You're either gonna win or lose, so you kind of have to all in it when you do it.
Well, it isn't all in. Like that's the
confirming the transaction.
Epic Games. Oh, it is done by the same people that did Gears.
Comma 13th.
Yeah, it's
Gold
Epic.
number refueled.
Dude,
Gears of
Orgy,
Minecraft.
Download PUBG Gears of Minecraft and play it with me.
You know what's pretty fun too? What the hell is the MOBA that they have? Oh, why can't I think of the name of it?
Is it
Paragon? Yeah, I like Paragon too. Paragon was pretty fun. I haven't played that in a long time though.
I'm just mad at Elite Dangerous right now. That's really it. I seriously fucking sat around that planet for 2 hours.
The one game that I've wanted to play for a while but have never actually like really tried to play yet is Interstellar Rift. That game looks pretty badass, but it looks like I'm gonna have to like actually like pull up some tutorials to get started with it.
The one I wanted to succeed was Angels Fall First. It's like a first-person shooter that you can get into vehicles as well. So it's like spaceships. You fly capital ships or jump into a fighter, man a turret in the capital ship, or steer the whole thing. You can look at all the windows.
That's the one that's supposed to be like PlanetSide 2.
Sort of. I mean, that's the thing.
PlanetSide 2, but good.
Well, they basically split up the space. It's either a space match or you're fighting on the ground. You're not fighting on the ground and in space on any of the maps. That's what I need. Like, you gotta have a ground to space, as well as, like, have a space battle going on in orbit. You can land troops on the ground, you have to take objectives on the ground, but also fight in space. Like, it'd be great.
Get into Star Citizen.
That's pretty much it. I'm still waiting. Elite Dangerous
You're
is
describing Star Citizen.
No, he's describing a game that exists, unlike Star Citizen.
Sort of,
yeah. You can play Star Citizen. You can now do the ground, well, the actual like first-person shooter combat stuff too.
Yeah, and I mean if they add multiplayer and all that, then that would be it. But that's the thing. This is more like Battlefield, where it's still on a map, even though you've got like a planetary surface and in space. You know, it's not like you respawn and stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Although the big spaceships don't respawn, so you gotta kind of be careful with them. So it's interesting.
I actually have not played Star Citizen in a little while. I should probably pop in at some point and check it out.
3.1 I think just came out today.
Yeah, probably will need to update.
Yeah, I was reading about it. It apparently is fixing some of the bugs. The frame rates have been really bad in 3.0, so hopefully they fix some of that.
Yeah, well, I think they're just kind of getting a taste for like what it's going to be like with so many people in a server too.
That's the thing. They made the best looking game possible, but then running it on today's hardware is not really feasible.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. I mean, we'll see. I'm still like, at this point, I'm totally willing to buy in on Star Citizen, and I have. And I'm totally willing to do it in the capacity of where I understand that I'm basically supporting the development of the game, too. Like, I'm not getting anything that nobody else will be able to get ultimately. You know, there's nothing totally exclusive that I'm getting from the game yet. But in my opinion, like I'm all down, I'm all in for any game like that that actually materializes and the efforts to making that happen. I'd like to see Elite do it, but I kind of, with the whole like direction of the crime and punishment system, I think I'd become increasingly apprehensive whether they'll be the ones to actually materialize something like that or not.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, if this is where you're going with the PvP, like I might have to get out at some point.
Yeah, it's like I want more PvP, not less.
Well, I mean, wing missions are in the game. They're terrible, but they're in there.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, give it time.
Yeah,
FDev may eventually realize the error of their ways. I also don't like that.
Star Citizen hasn't released. It won't release this year. It's gonna at least be another year.
I mean, I don't even need it to be released. Just more content added to it, honestly. Like, I don't need a full release to be happy with a game.
Yeah, I don't need a full release to be happy with sex.
Well, I mean, like, there's a lot of games that are still not fully released that are pretty badass, in my opinion. Like, Fractured Space, I started playing when it was an alpha, and that was more polished than a lot of actual, like, finished product games.
Fractured Space is actually, like, really fucking fun.
Yeah, I know. I should hop in that at some point.
We should play that again. We need to play that again.
Yeah,
Fractured Space, yeah, it's okay. I'm down.
fucking down for Fractured Space. You guys want to play fucking Fractured Space?
I could take a break from farming.
Tech broker.
Oh fuck, I have to install it.
Yeah, I uninstalled that too.
It'll take that
let's just
long.
play CQC.
We could play CQC.
I already have that installed, and it doesn't even mean I have to leave the game or switch my stream up. It's win-win.
You're required to grind.
What's this?
Engaged from
Is that
local
Egmont?
networks.
Yes.
Egmont's calling me back to the grind cups. There's no stopping it.
Grinding shall not cease.
It is your destiny.
You join the dark side.
Grind faster.
I mean, you don't even
Harder
need the
and
stuff
faster.
you're grinding for. Go grind for something better.
Yeah, just keep grinding anyway.
Frameshift drive charging.
Plus, like, you know, tomorrow they're going to be like, new way to get probes found. 600% faster than the old way.
Yeah, I'll punch your fucking baby.
So you might as well just stop now and grind something else.
There'll be the probe train.
Destination
That sounds pretty dirty.
13th. Gold
train.
number is in
Yeah,
transit to the
probe train.
Moirant system.
Yeah, man.
You have visited this system 16 times. Moirant is a federation
I don't think
of nearly 14 million people, controlled by Felicia-Wintus Moirant.
I don't think I want any parts of the probe train.
There are 3 orbital stations and a single
Well,
planetary
it's okay to be
station
on the
in
back of
this
the probe train, but you don't want to be in the middle.
On the 13th, gold number fully refueled.
Hey, it says you can buy probes at a station now.
What?
No, I'm just messing.
Orgy, shut the fuck up.
They did that to me once.
Swear
I was
to
like,
God.
oh, I can just buy these microwave hoses at a station, and I'm like, they don't sell them at any station. It's like you have to do missions. Motherfucker. Pretty sure they used to sell those, didn't they? I'm sure you used to be able to buy those.
I thought they did.
Probably back when they were useless.
Yeah, exactly. Back when you didn't need them, they sold them everywhere.
Or engineers.
No, it was like at the start of engineers, because you needed these stupid extra things to craft engineer blueprints before. That like was cargo.
Oh, the micromaterials, yeah.
Yeah, and microwave.
I remember
cooling hoses
before
and all those.
I remember before engineers, there were all kinds of shit that you could buy at stations that had like no use at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure there still is like the materials, but I think did they ever convert some of that stuff over to engineering materials?
I think they just added more. A lot of stuff still uses.
Gold number has left
I
the
think
Yeah.
generally
near
like it's
Java.
better to lot of the stuff now actually does something.
Priority access will be granted upon request.
Versus how
Yeah, it
it
was.
used to be.
Authorization cleared. Your
They need to add a
assigned
mechanic
landing
where
pad is
you
number 25.
and like actually buy food and drink.
Landing pad 25 is at 12
It'd be
o'clock
Mary.
far. As you enter with
Like
the
I don't know if
green
you guys have
lights
ever
on your
played
right.
Mountain Blade.
Yeah, I think Mountain Blade is cool.
Yeah, you have to feed this war
Also,
band of soldiers, and you're buying all this cheese and bread and shit. It's awesome. I need that in Elite.
I think that I actually think that I would really like if they like added that sort of like actual upkeep to the game, because it would make exploration interesting.
Yeah, to bring food with you and stuff. It shouldn't have to take cargo space, but like, you know, you can buy cargo and then load it into like your ship stores, you know? Fill the ship stores.
Yeah, but maybe like takes food in the cargo as well. Like
You
maybe
could
your
bring
stores
extra,
aren't
yeah,
set
yeah.
up. Yeah. For long trips. Like there would be preparation involved and stuff, which would be kind of neat.
Caution.
Plus, like, that's what people have to do on real ships, right? It's like realistic at least.
Yeah,
Well-
and then you have the fucking the clan that becomes the Tendi delivery service, and they're like the fuel rats but for food.
Yeah, like an actual Pizza Hut delivery driver pulls up.
Yeah.
And like a beat up Sidewinder.
Food delivery in the game. See, this is all awesome.
Docking complete.
You have to tip him by like dumping out like palladium or something.
Yeah.
Solid contact.
Market information changes received.
No
You could
tip,
sell
no
your black
food.
box and meta alloys, or
Yeah.
locate potential
Onion head
profits
status
before
effects lets you
confirming the
plot
transaction.
courses 10% faster.
Connor 13th, gold number refueled.
It's like it knocks
well-
a full second off your jump time.
In Star Citizen, that's one of the things that they are adding to that though, is like when you load stuff onto your ship, it actually has like requires a time, and you can like visually see things being loaded onto your ship.
I was thinking that. I mean, it's kind of instant in this game. I'm glad it's instant, but then I almost would like to see stuff go in. But then, like, when you do that no fitting on weapons, it's tedious as fuck, so maybe not.
Yeah, well, the one I think advantage to the way that like they're handling that in some capacity is that they're making it so when you actually add things to your ship, like if you put something on your ship, like you can actually hide it in a specific compartment. So like if you were to get boarded, people would have a more difficult time finding it. So there's actually like a contextual reason that you're doing that, because you could be like, I'm gonna put that under the floorboards, or you know, I'm gonna put that in this compartment. It's kind of interesting, I guess, for all the trading that I will never do in that game.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Or
you
any
know,
game.
Does it need to be that in detail? It's cool, but is that gonna be something that everyone does, or is everyone just gonna hit autoload every time after seeing it
I'm
once?
gonna hit autoload. Fuck that.
Well, I mean, I guess like if you're into piracy, it's kind of useful, because if you try and like smuggle things into a station, like you could literally hide it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just like have your secret UA compartment.
Yeah.
Thing is, it's gonna be like everyone's flown every ship and knows where every secret compartment hiding spot is on every ship. So if you're dealing with players, that's not gonna work, right?
Yeah, it would be probably mostly for NPCs. At which point, I'm sure there'll be like easily discovered things like put it in this spot, and the NPC will never find it.
Yeah, just put a bucket on top of the NPC's head, and then you can smuggle anything. I can't believe that actually worked. Like, I'm surprised that the game is that detailed that like line of sight is blocked by physics objects put on top of a character's head.
It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, if you think about that, it would basically work in real life until the person just like flipped the bucket off their head. But by then, you've already stolen like 3 things and went out the door.
Somebody that I don't know just sent me a friend request on Facebook, and I checked their profile, and they're typing just in all caps for every post they have. That's gonna be a no for me, bro.
That's like an automatic no.
Yeah.
6 radiation
I love
baffles.
that caps. I love that caps are just like irritating, even though it doesn't actually make.
Like, who sees that and they're like, yeah, cool
Like,
guy,
oh my
man.
God, shut the fuck up.
I actually got bored today, and I went through all of the random Facebook questions that they have and just answered them like overly pragmatically and literally, and like spammed like 30 of them out.
Are you friends with Nightshady on Facebook? Cause he's just
No, I'm not.
Dude,
I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to talk to Shady and friend request them.
Well, because he like goes on like all these controversial things and posts like super politically incorrect shit just to get rises out of people. It's
Why
so
am I not
funny.
surprised?
Yeah, I had to stop looking at that.
Oh yeah, no, Nightshady trolls so hard, dude. It's fucking beautiful, actually. I have like a whole folder full of screenshots just of him shit posting.
Yeah, his are smart. That's the thing. Kuya was just doing it like super trolly, so I was like, yeah.
Full control
Yeah, no, Kuyas aren't nearly as good. Nightshady is this like intelligent retardation. Like it's very calculated, like honed, weaponized retardation. It's really
weaponized retardation.
Yeah, no, like with
is he
like
flat earthing it like Kuya was?
Oh no, like this is way beyond flat Earth, dude. Like flat Earth is funny, but like Nightshady is like, it's just like he posts like ultra offensive shit, but like in a way that like people actually would like buy it. Like, so he starts flame wars in threads because like some people like side with his like ultra retarded opinion. And then just, like, it's really funny because he's not actually like, he doesn't actually mean it. He's just like fucking posting shit and get people angry at each other. I don't know, I think it's hilarious.
I'll have to find Shady on Facebook.
Frameshift drive charging.
All of the mining nodes. That's the one thing that I love out of this planet is like I'll go up to a mining node and I'll already have another one in my radar.
Transit to the LWD-27 system. Caution. White.
What planet is that?
HR 6421. I think I'm on planet 1 right now.
You have visited this system 4 times. LWD-27 is a Federation corporate home to around 4.5 million souls. Controlled by Arisaladini Develop, WD-27 Light Company is the local power. There are 2 orbital stations in this system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Information, LWD-27 is undergoing a boom. There might be some
Oh, this is a fun idea for a Stellaris faction.
Destination confirmed.
I don't know if you read through that, but it might be handy.
Is traveling to the orbit system. You are no longer in Federation space. This is your second visit to this system.
Well, I think I'm gonna save my unknown probe binding for tomorrow.
Just over 20
It's funny because like the part of the canon guide's like, here's where patience comes in. It's like,
I'm just like fucking turned off.
There is a
Like, I'm
lone
just
orbital
pissed right
station
now.
in this system. You are now
yeah, I did
85
4 hours
light years
grinding
from
that
Venezuela.
freaking one system. 8 billion population in Outbreak.
On the 13th,
Although the next day they went out of
Gold
Outbreak,
Review.
so I think that's why it was so brutal.
Probably.
Tomorrow you'll find that that planet no longer has any atmosphere of any kind. Just drifted away overnight.
Probably, honestly.
It's like one of those
I wouldn't
planets
really be
that exists in subspace and it drifts back into subspace tomorrow.
I forget that we have a flat Earth emoticon in here.
That's what it's used for.
Confirmed. 13th, gold member is heading to the Blentarama system.
Yeah,
you are
that
now
one's
in
funny.
Empire
I love that
space.
one.
This is your second visit to this system.
That's the fucking
Blentarama
green
is an empire patronage
That's
of
kinda how
well
you
over
know they're
10.5 million people.
Oh no, the
Aligned
whole
with
Flat
that
Earth
means
Society
that
is just a
Blentarama
fucking
Empire
giant
facilities
clickbait.
that control
I'm sure there's a couple people that earn it
There are
on
2
it.
orbital stations
To bait
in this
retards
system.
into believing it.
I was gonna say, the sad thing is there's people who actually buy it and they're like, yeah.
No, I know, but it exists to attract those kinds of people and make fun of them.
Basically, you have the, what is it, the NFL players that are all about it?
Yeah.
No, not NFL, NBA. Like the there's a ton of basketball players that are all about it.
The earth is flat, just like the court.
Yeah.
We're all over here like it's round, just like the ball, and they're like, ugh.
What's up?
Sup?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
We were flat Earth memeing because we were talking about trolling.
I'm pissed off and dangerous right now, dude.
Oh man, me too. I've been spent 2 hours trying to get the game to work.
Also, you need to friend Bilbo on Facebook.
Apparently, that's what began the whole thing.
Yeah,
Pups was telling me I need to be friends with you on Facebook.
I mentioned your legendary Facebook shit posting. And he's like, is it like Kuyu's? And I'm like, nah, Kuyu's is like bitch baby shit posting.
Yeah.
He just pretends to be a flat earther. I'm like, no, it's not just that. This is advanced shit posting. You don't understand.
What do you mean pretends? Isn't Bill or Kuyu's Twitter account that Flat Earth Society one there?
Yeah, but he doesn't really believe that stuff.
That's like Kuyu at
So laters.
It's for shit posting.
Obviously. But, you know, it doesn't mean he's not the president of shit posting. I'm a client, but I'm also the president.
I'm gonna play the Let's Not Freeze to Death game.
It's a good game to play.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I want in the game. When your ship overheats and you're like dying in the spacesuit.
Yeah, let's not overheat to death.
Body temperature critical. Pilot passing.
Has entered normal space in the vicinity of Paul orbit.
Same when you're doing a cold build, you should be able to freeze in the ship and you're all shivering and stuff.
They should have a deal like whenever like your ship gets like a certain like these fire extinguishers go off and like it obscures your vision.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. I like that.
Speaking of overheating, I was swapping power plants out of my FDLs, and so I took the my normal power plant out of my travel FDL to hold the one from my real FDL. So I just slapped in like, you know, the replacement mod, which is like an E-class power plant. Like, dude, I can't even fuel scoop, man. I like scoop fuel, I'm on fire. My ship's almost burned up, and I'm just like traveling 10 jumps.
Yeah, it's not even worth the ease. At least throw like a D on or something like that.
Well, I just was doing it real quick, right? Because I had left my real power plant at Haratani and put the one for my P ship in my travel. And then I forgot, and I started flying somewhere after that. Like burning fireball.
Maybe that's why you couldn't get in the game. That's the new feature that they've added. Your ship is overheated. You now have a cooldown to log back in.
Matches your CPU temperature to your ship temperature.
Perfect.
It's like throttled your fans back for the interim.
Pharmaceuticals.
I caught part of that Egmont. I just caught pharmaceuticals.
Oh, nice.
Did you get more?
Yeah, it's been constant.
Nice. I figure I'm just gonna surface prospect until I run out of fuel.
Nice idea.
I mean, I could always synthesize, but I don't know. Probably have enough after I'm at that point. Still got to do my chaff after this, and I wouldn't mind. What's that?
High capacity.
For the chaff? No, I'm doing lightweight braced on my clipper.
Oh.
For my FDL, I do high cap though.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll probably have to redo. I don't know. Is there a difference in the heat sinks now? The engineering? Do they have anything that you can throw on them?
I haven't looked at it.
Experimentals, I'm curious.
I've not looked at it.
I mean, I imagine it just caps at the same number still, right?
Yep. There's no experimentals though.
You can't like brace it or anything like that.
It's yeah, you can't. It's also pretty troll because you can't actually convert them because it goes down a tier and there's only one tier of ammo.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. But like, also, why would you? Because it's exactly the same.
Well, I was gonna say if there's something else.
One roll now. The ammo capacity ones.
Oh, that's nice anyway, I guess.
1,280 credits.
I mean, for chaff, I'm pretty sure you can double brace it.
Oh,
right?
actually, chaff I haven't done yet, but yeah, the heat sinks I just had one roll.
Yeah. I think chaff you can double brace now, which is what I'm planning to do. Lightweight it and double brace it. So you kind of get all the perks of having the reduced weight, but then you also get the extra integrity.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have all the parts.
The problem with lightweight chaff is that it breaks if you put weight on it.
Well, yeah, but I think the chaff on a clipper is like all the way out on the wings. I've never, like, ever had that stuff break. I think that'd almost be preferable if somebody broke my chaff over something else, though.
Frameshift drive charging.
You are cleared to resume predetermined flight path. Thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
They're shooting at my chaff, they're not shooting at my power plant. That's a win for me.
Destination confirmed. 13th. Gold number is traveling to the Miller-Owens system. You are entering Empire space. Welcome back, Your Majesty. This is your first visit to this system. Miller-Owens is an Empire patronage home to well over 24.5 million souls. Controlled by Zemina Torford.
I used to think Star Trek's exploding consoles was fake and unrealistic, and I saw a cell phone explode, and I was like,
It's coming.
Those touchscreens are kind of dangerous.
is undergoing a boom. There might be some good trading profits to be made here. Comma 13.
When the touchscreens touch back.
Comma 13. Gold refuel.
Did a panel ever explode in Voyager? I don't think that ever happened in Voyager.
Destination confirmed. 13th. Gold member
Oh, that's
is in
what I need to watch, the new
BBMA
Star Trek. I haven't seen that. I've heard that's rather good, though.
Discovery?
Starts crappy and then gets really good, yeah. Surprised.
This is your second visit
That's
to
what I
this
heard
system.
too, is that like the first
This
6
system is
episodes of it like
unpopulated.
suck shit, but then it's really good after that.
Because then you find out why, and it's like, oh, okay. It doesn't excuse everything, but at least there's that explanation.
Well, because it's like, nothing fucking makes sense until it does, and then you're like, well, I wish I'd known that before.
I mean, honestly, that's not how I would have made a first season of any Star Trek show, but it's interesting at least. But like the way they marketed and stuff was just terrible. The CBS online shit, the streaming, not good.
There's Gotham's back again, so I'm happy for that too. I really like Gotham. I know a lot of people are like on the fence with it. But
You are entering Pilots Federation space.
I like all the rest of the DC shows. Watch all the rest.
165 times.
I like the other ones too, like Arrow and everything.
Democracy with a population of over
What's that, you haven't watched
85
Supergirl?
million people.
I'm not a big Supergirl fan. I've watched some of it.
Is the controlling power. There are
Yeah.
two
But yeah,
orbital
Arrow,
stations
Flash,
and 4 planetary
Legends.
stations
I
in
watch
this
all those.
system.
Yeah. I mean, Gotham's definitely different, but I like how Gotham focuses more on like the crime aspect, which was, I mean, that's kind of the ethos of what DC was, Detective Comics.
Yeah, and it's in the past, right? So it's not like modern. Or, well, it's not supposed to be. It's a Batman origin, right?
Comet 13.
Yeah.
Gold number fully.
Like a 7-season Batman origin story. I don't know if that's what we needed, but okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Batman stuff has largely been beaten to death, especially like the primary storylines that everybody focuses on. Like, how many times have you seen Joker in a movie, and how many times have you seen like the Riddler and Penguin? I feel like between those three, that's all they really have.
Yeah, but I mean, a
like
TV
that
Batman, you could have Mark Hamill as the Joker. He's still like old enough to do it. You know, there's so many opportunities here.
Well, they do have. I'm pretty sure the kid from Shameless is eventually going to be Joker. Like, that's all but kind of like a lock at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they need a DC, like, multiverse Batman here. They've mentioned Bruce Wayne a couple of times in Arrow already, and basically Arrow is Batman. He's taken his place. That's how it is in the Justice League now.
Interesting.
Yeah, because, I mean, there was the whole Ra's al Ghul storyline for Season 3 of Arrow, where, like, Arrow becomes Ra's al Ghul, and it's like, isn't that Batman's origin? It totally is.
Well, they kind of blurred a lot of that, but I mean, Ra's al Ghul like was a villain kind of across both of those two anyway.
Yeah, I know, but they literally ripped it out of Batman and just threw it into Arrow and mashed it together. It was good.
Yeah.
Like, it was the best season of Batman I ever saw, but it wasn't really Green Arrow at that point anymore.
Yeah.
And then season 4, they fucked it.
I'm fucking exhausted, so.
What's that?
I'm fucking exhausted, so I'm getting off. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good one.
Good night, Cups.
Later.
Take care, dude.
I forget who was talking about the Expanse and stuff in here the other night.
I was talking about it. I like that show.
I like it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's good. The books are great too.
That's what I hear.
I have not yet read the books. I actually looked at them at Barnes and Noble like the one day, and it was like $30 for one, and I was like counting how many there were, and I was like, do I really want to invest this much on them?
It's called ebooks.
Probably get them on.
$0.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Ebooks are probably much more reasonable.
They call them free books.
Yeah, I'll have to do that at some point, maybe instead. But yeah, they were like hardback and shit, if I remember correctly, at Barnes and Noble, and they were like $30 a piece. They didn't have them anyway, and I was like looking at, I was like counting them. I was like, that's like 12 of them or something like that. I was like, 30 times 12.
I think
do I
they're
really?
on 6 is what came out in December.
Yeah, I think it's planned to be a 7-book set, is what they're saying on Wikipedia anyway about it.
I don't think so. I think they're planning on
Is it just
keep going
6?
with it.
Oh, they're gonna keep going now? Now that it's like popular, they're just gonna go forever.
They should. I mean, in all honesty, in my opinion, that's one of the only series that rivals Game of Thrones.
Book is like, I mean, it's going beyond, I think, what the original scope time-wise was. I mean, there's so many new characters, and like it's far, it's pretty far in the future from where they started. So if they just stay in the universe is still really, really interesting.
So you've read the books, without too much spoilers. We're gonna see more of Miller, obviously, right?
Check potential profits for this before confirming the transaction.
Is that all the Miller we get? No more Miller?
I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah, they might be different from the book on this.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of the stuff as far as Miller's storyline was pretty different.
I kind of like when they do that though, because if you stick to the books, then you read the book and then you watch the show, you don't want it to be basically just like a curated journey of what you've already experienced.
I actually really like what they did in the TV show, because they've added a lot of storylines that weren't really involved, but to characters that you'd meet much later in the books. Like Avasarala, you didn't meet until the second book, but the first season they have her play a huge role that was just not in the books at all.
That's kind of good though, because I feel like there's segues to like that you don't need in a book that you kind of almost need when you have a screen version of it though.
Yeah.
Like The Hobbit kind of did that when they released The Hobbit to the movies. Like there were other characters, but you know, like when you watched the movies, they obviously had to have depth. Like you couldn't just be like, and the trolls were talking, you know? Like you actually have to have them say things.
Hey, so how did the trolls get the underground worms on their side in that third movie?
That's like one of the things I feel like that they really just pulled from other storylines within like the Tolkien verse.
Okay.
They kind of just like conglomerated it all.
I was like, wait, what? Like, this is never
That was
explained.
definitely not in The Hobbit itself, though.
And I mean, they had plenty of time to explain a dwarf-elf love triangle, but not about how the trolls got the crazy bloodworms on their side.
Yeah.
Like, you're missing important stuff there.
There was no, like, big-ass, what was it, orc or anything either, trying to hunt them either, so, you know, there's that.
Yeah, they added that whole orc thing. He killed my father, and this is the orc that my father chopped off his hand, so he wants to kill me.
Yeah.
And Gandalf's involved in some weird way.
That wasn't really offensive to me, though, I don't think. Like, I'm totally cool when they go off with that and, like, you know, kind of add a new life to it.
Honestly, he was all CGI, though. I found that a bit much. If they had an actor play him, I think that would have actually been better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. Don't get me wrong. Like that was an interesting villain to have. You gotta have a villain. The movie basically had none.
Yeah.
The villain was
no
Gandalf.
real protagonist, if you will.
he's the villain of all the.
No clear protagonist.
Dragging all those hobbits out and getting them half killed. I could actually see why like people in the Shire would hate Gandalf and be shunning him and stuff. It actually makes sense.
Yeah. He's a nuisance.
Well, it's like all their good townspeople come back like, you know, with PTSD and shit after like going with him, and like half of them just don't come back at all. All these dwarves are dead.
Well, I mean, you have the whole thing where Gollum was originally a hobbit too.
Oh yeah, and didn't Wormtongue come back and like enslave the Shire, and they had to like liberate it?
Oh, I don't recall.
It wasn't in the movie. I don't think even in the extended editions, but that was in the book, and I was like, holy shit! Like, he won the war, and then his village still got enslaved, and he had to basically take it back. I think Legolas helps him, and they like kill all the orcs and kill Wormtongue, and then fucking everyone's all happy, and they liberate the Shire. It's like the second to last chapter before that, like, you know, hour-long ending of the chapter.
Book?
I think it's either Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. I think it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that would be one of the Lord of the Rings, probably. I was gonna say, I've read through The Hobbit like a bajillion times. Lord of the Rings, I think I've only given like one read through. Lord of the Rings, I appreciate the writing style of Tolkien with some of it, but I feel like The Hobbit is much more concise and condensed.
Here it is, a scouring of the Shire. Yeah, because they basically like killed everyone. So I was like, oh my god, like you won the war only to have your entire town killed after all that shit too.
Yeah.
Well, I like The Hobbit because it's got a lot of humor to it too. That kind of gets lost in Lord of the Rings.
Like his burgling?
I mean, the whole book is hilarious if you actually just like.
Well, that's one why I've always appreciated the animated version of The Hobbit, because I think they capture that much better.
Yeah, I've seen that once, but I don't
grew
have
up with
much of a good. Yeah, I watched it when I was young, but I don't have a good recollection of it. I remember it being like, oh, okay, that's cool that it's The Hobbit, but...
Oh, I would check it out. I own it on DVD. That's like nostalgia for me. That I mean, I do like the three-part movie that they did of The Hobbit, but I still feel like that was probably my favorite. I think the animated.
Yeah, they don't even show it in the movie at all. Okay, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure that wasn't in the movie. He goes back to his town. It's fine. Everyone's happy to see him. It's like, yeah, they didn't show the real ending of that movie. Alternate universe in the movie version. That's what it says in the wiki, man. I'm not making that up.
I like, what do you call it, though? I do like The Expanse is pretty badass, though. I feel like that's one of the only shows that out right now that, in my opinion, rivals Game of Thrones. Maybe that and Shameless, although Shameless is definitely a whole different animal.
Have you seen Vikings? I haven't seen the newest season, but the first
I've heard about that.
Were really good of that.
I kind of like lazily watched through a bunch of it, but like the recent last couple seasons, I kind of paid more attention to.
Yeah, that one's really good. I like that.
So Vikings is another Game of Thrones, is it?
Kinda.
It's not the same as Game of Thrones. I don't know. It's similar, but pretty different too.
Disengage from local networks.
I feel like, what do you call it, might be more similar to The Expanse, just because they go... Well, I mean, there's politics in Vikings, too,
There's
I guess.
There's politics in Viking. France...
yeah, with his brother and stuff.
Yeah, and how that turns out, I thought that was very, like, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Expanse is very Game of Thrones. That's why I was like, it's basically Game
of
Thrones.
Well, you know, one of the... There's two writers that write The Expanse, and one of them was the, was J.R.R. Martin's helper for years.
Right. That obviously makes sense.
And I think all of those basically pull from Dune, so...
Yeah, they're apparently talking about redoing Dune again. They're gonna make it
They
again.
should.
I know they should.
They can keep doing the Dune universe as far as I'm concerned.
Well, until they get it right.
And then they can keep doing it more. I just love the Dune universe.
Well, they should do all the sequels. I mean, get at least 2, 3, 4 on film as well before you start rebooting again.
Transit to the memoir system.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of Dune. The second movie only needs, like, you know, the guys from the first movie a little bit, and then by the third one you're on a whole new cast, right?
Pretty much.
I think you do have people come back, but it's cameo roles, so that's awesome for movies. You can have the guy come back like 20 years later as a cameo, and no one will give a shit that he's 20 years older, because it's awesome that he's back at all.
Comet 13th.
Yeah.
Gold member fully refueled.
Like, you know, that first Star Wars movie, not the second one. Ultimate Luke Skywalker cameo where he's about to say something and then the movie just stops.
It's all you need.
Apparently. I mean, they apparently didn't have anything else. It's like, well, we'll write the rest later. I'm sure we'll think of something in the next 3 years.
I have no idea what somebody just said. They cut out.
Yeah, that's right. Nightshade?
Wait, you guys getting bleed over from my video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Drives at 89%.
Yeah, I was watching like some of the very first 13th Legion videos.
Ah, yes. Do share in the cantina.
You know, it's pretty funny. I was looking at some of my first videos I ever made, and I have a video that says, like, me versus 2 pirates. And so I talk about a clipper, and then I say his buddy in the FDL jumped in. The guy in the FDL was Sunday, like, before he was in SEC. I'll have to link that video. It's like, I think it's 3 years old.
Did he combat log on you in the video?
No, they forced me out.
Is this pre-engineers?
Oh, dude, yeah. This is like pre-SDC, pre-13th Legion.
Landing pad 24.
A few months after launch.
Near. As you enter with the
It's too bad I
green
started
lights on
streaming
your
and recording
right.
so late. I missed a lot of stuff. It's all good though.
Yeah, I did too. I wish I had recorded more.
You recorded earlier than me, so it's I get to see some of this stuff. I remember like playing back then.
This is from June of 2015.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
And this is yeah, it's funny because I talk about this random FDL jumping in the random FDL Sunday. I think that may have been the first time I ever fought him. We used to fight like a lot before either one of us were in groups.
I think the first video I made was about Sunday.
Docking complete.
Solid contact.
Market price changes obtained. You could sell your black box and meta alloys.
It's only
You
got
will
one
check
dislike.
potential
Must be from
profits
Sunday.
before confirming the transaction.
1v7.
No likes. I think I was including the cops. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure what I was talking about. I remember lead drops. He was in code. Yeah, I'm running 4 gimbal pulses.
I know, right?
What the fuck?
That's like me. I'm like, holy shit! Look at all my turreted and gimbaled weapons. Like, I'm missing all over the place. It's Sunday. So we have pre-ship names.
It's pretty powerful. No, I guess
Ship
it's not
names were
powerful,
within
no.
the last year.
I know. It's just like there's.
Honestly, the
space
effects almost look better.
I wonder when I started playing Elite. Is there a way you can check?
I think so.
Maybe I can check my email and see like when I got the first like Frontier email or something.
Do you own it on Steam?
Yeah.
Maybe you could check your history of when you bought it.
13th, gold number refueled.
Where is that though?
I don't know.
I think this is pre-shield cell banks. No, wait, no, it's not.
No,
It's
I heard
Sunday
you're
Bank,
using
but-
one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard you
Mine.
pop one.
Yeah, it's also.
But pre needing to use heat sinks for it though, I think it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I missed that. That was how the game should be. I don't know why they made it like this. Oh, well that took like an hour longer than expected, but I got it unlocked. Hey Nightshade, are you near Shinrada?
I don't know. I think I'm at the old CG.
Yeah, I gotta go to the old CG2, that's where my cutter is.
God damn it.
Might be there.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go into a res. I need compound shielding.
Yeah, I need to test these new missiles.
What are you bringing to shoot? I mean, with
Enzyme missile rack.
the fuck?
Here we go.
Inflicts a caustic burn on the enemy ship.
Oh, I just passed my anniversary, I guess, for it. I've been playing Elite for 2 years and 3 days.
There you go.
I just pulled up
Good
my
value.
Steam receipt of it.
Oh,
my
that's the
first,
model for the caustic missiles. It's the same as the AX missiles.
Comet 13th, gold number restocked.
This is my first 13th Legion video. I'm I'm not sure why I didn't have any before, because I was in it for a little bit before this, but I just didn't do as much video.
When did the game come out, Shady? Do you remember offhand?
Yeah, it was August 2014. No, December. Sorry, December 2014.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it was in beta prior to that, and I definitely was playing it before then.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't play the beta. My game today came out.
I had to get the Python.
Wait, what do you bring the ship with? What type of ship? Because I want to test my ship out too, so I'm down to fight.
Well, right now I'm in my Anaconda, but my cutter's there, I think.
Would you say that your Anaconda doesn't want none?
I just want to test these missiles, though. They're just caustic, right?
You can shoot.
They
bring the ship.
basically.
You can fight. Do you have anything to fight it?
Yeah.
I guess I'll fight your. What do you have? A Conda?
Cutter.
I'll fight your cutter.
What do you got there, Shady?
My Ferrer Lance.
You're all clear. Hope to see you again, Commander.
Doing power plants.
What's that, Igor?
I'm doing power plants. Am I still cutting out?
Oh, I think you just like short mic'd it, kind of.
Gold number is traveling to the east.
I don't know why this keeps cutting out.
No, you were
Lower
good.
the sensitivity one more degree.
You are now in Federation space. Welcome
Oh yeah,
back,
that's
Admiral.
a good. Maybe I'll try that.
You have
Thanks.
visited this system 5 times.
Because it's better, but it's just like the end is getting cut
Confederacy
now.
home to nearly 41,000 people.
I need to squeeze
Allied
out
with Fellatio and
0.2
Vesuvian, there are 8 alliances that controlling
megawatts from somewhere.
There are 2 orbital stations in this system.
I'm gonna try and bring back the Allhammer FDL, Shady. I totally think you can pull it off right now with the power plants being what they are. You do a low emissions.
Here's the thing. I think you can too. What I think the problem will be is, like, if you compare the DPS that you get from lesser amount of rails, it's going to be improved. Because you're just not going to be able to fire them, you know, that much. I mean, I can basically, I can spam 3 rails indefinitely without using.
You think with a weapon enhanced, though, using a weapon enhanced, what do you call it? And then getting the thermal reduction that you now get on the rails, and then flow controlling, like, you know, your.
No.
Like,
I think you can do it. I just like when I compare how much I can shoot my railguns, like I just don't think. Yeah, you got 2 more rails or 1 more if you go quad or whatever, but I think you consider the overall DPS, this build will beat it because I think you get diminishing returns on that, right? I mean, yeah, you can fire 5 and you're not going to burn up, but you can't do it as long as I can fire 3, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to try with it. See how often you can actually shoot them.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do it because I was using 4 before 3.0, and I could do it. I mean, I found that it was better to do 3 for the same reasons I was talking about. So I'm sure you can run 4 pretty easily now, and probably maybe even 5.
Well, no, I want to run a corrosive multi-cannon with it still.
Oh, okay, so you can do 4. Yeah, you can absolutely do 4 right now, without question.
And I think, well, I was looking at the low emissions power plant, and you can get, even without using an experimental for thermal, you can get the efficiency down to, what is it? I have the tab open, I think it's like 0.13.
Wow, really? That's insane. Mine's 0.3, or, yeah, right at 0.3.
Wait, what is the thermal load on hammers?
It's
after the reduction.
Yeah, it's. Oh, I don't know what the new reduction. Do you know the percentage that it drops it? I can plug
40.
it in.
Yeah, it's 40.
Give me 1 sec.
Oh, are you kidding me? There's no station in this system?
Worse. Imperial Hammer puts out 33 instead of 20.
Once I got all mine modded, I put all 4 hammers on my FDL and fired it with the armor. And it was over 100 every time I fired it.
Yeah, that's why
But
I don't like...
For the low emission, I don't know
Yeah, you would drop your.
You'd
base
have to
down a
have
lot.
like, you'd have to have like, either really weak bi-weave or.
Well, the idea would be to run it with a weapon-enhanced power distributor, which would inherently reduce your thermal load when you fire it, because you wouldn't be going under 50% cap, ideally.
Yeah.
So, from what I'm seeing,
But I mean, just to make your power budget, you'd have to have either no shields or very weak shield.
You have to.
That's what I'm curious. You can flow control stuff though. That's what I'm kind of curious to see. Like if you flow control your boosters.
Hey, is the Guardian power plant immune to EMP blasts?
I think it is. Isn't that the whole like asset of it?
Yeah, I thought that was one of the things too. So I'm gonna have to test that at some point here. Because you get a lot of megajoules too, so it's good. The Guardian weapons cost a lot to use, so you almost need a highly engineered power plant to use it, or the Guardian one.
Yeah, you're looking at around twice the heat per second compared to a regular railgun with a hammer.
But those new weapons rip the Thargoids in half. It's crazy good.
Gold member has dropped to normal
And
space near Moon
let's
Station.
see, 20 more DPS you would get out of it.
Yeah.
I think the more concerted thing with it often becomes the amount of energy per second that you use with the hammers, though. And I think the new weapon hands might definitely have the cap to kind of negotiate
As
that.
you enter with the green lights on your right.
Also, hammers, when you hold down the trigger, they keep shooting, so you can build up heat quite quickly if you are going crazy with them.
Yeah.
Well, I assume you'd be popping heat sinks during it too, so.
Oh, you totally could.
Like when you get an opportunity to spam them.
Yeah, that's what I do. I pop a heat sink and then just start spamming with the Super Kren rail. The hammer, it's just devastating.
Yeah, running 78 DPS on 4 hard points, I think would be pretty baller. Just drop basically, go like with the oversized on it too.
I don't know.
Run it with premiums. Run all premiums.
Yeah. I'm using the new efficient PAs on my 4.2s on my FPL right now, and it's pretty crazy.
You could sell your black box and
Because you can keep firing
or
those
check
forever.
potential profits from these before confirming the transaction.
Like, if you get behind somebody, like a wing fight or something, and they can't really shake you off.
Yeah, I don't think if I did that, I don't think I would go super pen on any of the rails though.
Oh, I'm talking about PAs.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I think with the rail thing, I don't think you could go super pen. Efficient PAs, you can totally fire forever though. Those are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Efficient helps with the distributor. The nice thing about efficient is you still even get a little bit of DPS out of it too.
You get a lot. You get 27%.
Oh, did they buff it again?
I think it's 27. Maybe it was 22, something like that. It's a lot. It hits so much harder now. It's something like, even if they have 50% resist, it's like 200 every trigger pull.
It's
Of
pretty damn
absolute
good.
damage.
Okay, I need compound shielding.
No, how do you too?
No, I
You
was
have
going
just
through the list
sold
of what
1
I
ton
need
of
at the
meta
actual
alloys
because I
for
actually have compound shielding.
69,606 credits with a loss
Yeah, sorry.
of 18,546 credits. You have just sold 34 tons of radiation.
I'm still going out here. I think I'm running out of gas pretty
999
rapidly though in my
credits per ton
SRV.
for a total of 33,966.
You know what you should do instead of getting compound shielding is you should just get the pharmaceutical isolators because isn't compound shielding great too?
No, it's 4, and the thing that is above it is something that's not easy to get.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it is now.
Imperial shielding.
Gold member and moving to 13th.
I wouldn't be terrible to get.
You have a size 6
Yeah, I may do that. I'm gonna farm this RDS quickly.
One loadout and fixed weapons. It was 8 rebuilds remaining.
Oh,
It has a type
I went
with
from no
X1
iron to
loadouts
220
and
iron.
fixed weapons. It has 8 builds remaining.
I think I'm good.
Reminder, you need to assign a crew member to active duty.
What do you need iron for?
Well, I wanted to go out and just generally do some surface prospecting, but I did need iron for the what do you call it, power plant engineering.
Sucks that there's no shipyard in this fucking engineer system.
Oh, with the power plants? There's one
Yeah.
nearby. Do you want me to tell you where it is?
I already found it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because it took me a little bit of hunting.
You mean out of system, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ibisanyan is one, and there's actually a few, but it's just annoying because I'm gonna have to jump an FPL into the system.
Oh, actually, I couldn't even tell you. I'm not nearby there anymore. I forgot I went out in the Asp, like all the way over to a mining planet. Never mind.
Oh, I use Elite Database for that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did that like the other night. I actually should go over and check because I might have enough mats to go and do some engineering, I think.
Yep, I get it. I'm going to do all my power plants. And then shield boosters.
We're going in like different orders here. I'm doing my power plant, then chaff I think is next, then maybe FSD, and I might do a multi somewhere in there.
I'll do chaff on the line.
Oh, and I need to re-roll my hammer on my clipper too, I think.
Oh, and do all the critical. Yeah, you definitely need to re-roll any kind of railgun.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if it's long range anyway.
Yeah, it is. Need to get a thermal reduction. I'm thinking about making a DPS multi for my my clipper too, rather than just always running the emissive.
Yeah.
I do like. What's that?
That would be good.
Yeah, I mean, I do like having the emissive like on it often, just because the handful of times that I have seen stealth ships, you're kind of screwed with a clipper otherwise. You can like ram them, and for me, I could use like my hammer, which is like one hard point out of 4. Well, the good thing is I'll probably have a bunch of premium mats out of this too.
You mean raw materials?
Yeah, yeah. Let me see, maybe I will just synthesis more fuel. Sulfur and phosphorus? Oh shit, I'm actually low on phosphorus. That awkward moment when I have more technetium and mercury than I have phosphorus.
Well, that's pretty common for me because I tend to hoard the rare stuff.
Yeah. I'll do it anyway. I'll just synthesis it real quick. I can always trade down for more phosphorus, I guess. I'll be back a minute though.
Welcome back, Commander. You are docked at the orbital station Moon Station in the Axe system.
Wow, there's like no compound shielding. Just embarrassing.
You have stored the following modules. To I, fixed torpedo pylon. To I, fixed torpedo pylon. To I, fixed
Shut
torpedo pylon.
Yes. That's better.
You have retrieved a 2F turreted pulse laser from storage. You have retrieved a 2F turreted pulse laser from storage.
Great. The soonest my ships can get here are 54 minutes. Sucks.
You have retrieved a B fixed pack hound from storage.
Actually, what I should have done is looked around for storage.
You have retrieved a B fixed Imperial hammer from storage.
Damn. Now these are in transit. Well, maybe I can still. Let's see.
You have retrieved a 3F turreted pulse laser from storage and stored a 3F turreted pulse laser.
More jumps.
Yay, one compound shielding, oh my god.
Are you fighting in the res?
Yeah, I found one in the res so far.
Okay, wing me up, I will join.
Shit, I gotta switch to open.
Res farming is so unreliable.
Well, I know, but Daft's Hope's all fucked up for me.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm like one jump over to, where am I? One.
Xenia Wildegg is now on active duty.
I'm in HIP 76768, I think.
Alright, I'm back.
Exploration data for 15 systems sold for nearly 827,000 credits.
Oh yeah, one light year away. That's pretty close.
What happens if you use collection limpet to Davs? Does that even work?
They'll hit the ground and die.
Oh. That's kind of funny.
Control Re's tower.
I was gonna say, I don't know that I've ever tried that.
I have.
I'm telling you, Eggman, I got the fix for it.
That being said, you could just scoop with a Cobra or an Anaconda.
I don't know. Have you tried?
Just gotta make the script, that's all. Make the script and be done with it all.
Frameshift drive charging.
You have the all clear? Goodbye, Commander.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, I'll test these out on the NPCs and see how they work.
How many missiles do you get before they're engineered?
It's 8 and then 64 in the capacity.
Orgies, prizes traveling to the
And they are engineerable, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
You are no longer in Federation's.
None of the new stuff, like the Guardian weapons are.
To this system.
I didn't know if the corrosion ones,
is
since they
an
were
independent corporate with a population of over 7 million souls.
That being said, it's a damage over time effect that seems to be universal across ships.
There are 3 orbital stations in this
10 of these
system.
will
That's
kill
what I
any
heard,
ship.
yeah.
Ooh. You know what would be curious to check out is to see if the dot actually unstealth stealth ships.
Is in retreat.
Yep. Although I have a missive, so.
Comet 13th. Orgies
Yeah,
prize
no, I'm
fully
just curious on its
run it.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Run something else if the dot will do it every time it ticks.
I got Shady here, so I'm sure we'll do some stealth tests after, and then we'll do a structured environment without the emissive, so we know if it's working or not.
Yeah.
The real question is, does it stop them from jumping by adding extra mass?
That would be interesting.
Caustic is the new Groms.
Does it stop from jumping? Why?
Just because the Thargoid goo seems to create a mass lock effect as well when you fight Thargoids. Like I was trying to jump away from a Corvette today, but that was shot down with caustic and it was super heavy for some reason. I don't know if that's just gameplay mechanic or if that's, you know, in the lore, but it seems to have that effect observationally anyway.
Comet 13th. Orgies prize has left super cruise in the vicinity of Starship 76768.
A little bit of makes sense.
I was just gonna say, you mean go back to the station or like farming materials for reloads?
Oh, I only have 7 reloads.
Jump to super cruise.
I probably actually have a shitload of reload materials on me now.
Comet 13th. Orgies prize has
Yeah, I
entered
can do,
normal space close
like,
to Starship
20.
76768.
No, that's not right. I can do 10, what do you call it, premium rail reloads.
Entered Super Cruise.
Now let's see how many I have of those.
I'm low on phosphorus for the multi ones. That's probably what I use my damn phosphorus on my Viper.
I have 13 railgun reloads and only 2 cannon reloads. That's
You're talking about
because
basic or premium?
Premium.
Yeah.
But only because I've been using a lot of the engineering.
Yeah, the engineering's kind of been filling me with all that stuff.
Yeah. Planet hit 7676.
I hate it when it uses up arsenic. Yeah.
I forget where I go for arsenic.
Engineer, actually any of the engineer, the bodies or the engineer for the. I'm sorry, Desiat and Kuhn, they should have them.
Yeah.
You know, because I think by design they wanted to make it a little bit easier for the noob, you know, when they're doing their FSDs.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you in a sec, Shady, but I got AFK.
Okay.
Fighter launching from
Roger that, sir. Deploying the fighter. Fighter is live. Awaiting orders.
No, Archie's here.
Can't wait to get back to fighting.
Here we go.
Okay, just let my dog in. Styx wanted advice for an FAS build, and I think you might actually be the person who might be able to help him out, Shady.
Yeah, I mean, I can share between yourself. Is he in here now?
No, I don't think so. I think
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, he's
oh,
here.
there he is. He's here. He's back.
No, today I'm actually working on FDL right now. FDL.
On FDL, yeah.
I can see why people like it real much, but like about your fast, was that your video that you had like 2 missiles and gas accelerators?
I mean, I've flown a lot of different variants. Yeah, I did at 1.2 PAs and pack hounds. I've done 3 PAs and pack hounds. I've done PAs and railguns. You know, the thing is like anything I tell you now, like, may not be as, you know, important. Oh shit, Orgy, we're getting shot by the cops.
Yeah, I'm running.
Fuck. Anything I might tell you may not like be valid because, you know, things that didn't work before may work now. Like I would like to build a railgun fast because I think it's certainly viable. If I was gonna build a fast now, I'd build a railgun.